Good evening and welcome to First Street Field here in Mount Vernon. Ed, Tim, Sean Moore here on Mustang Vision to bring you Center Point-Urbana, Mount Vernon. Another beautiful night, Ed. The field held up pretty well after that Solon game.
Yeah, all that investment and all that time and energy this summer and all the water they put on it, it looks like it's the first game of the year instead of the second one we played in a rainstorm. So, and no complaints tonight. Holy Moses.
It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. Field looks fantastic. Looks about as good as it did that first night, even before they started getting out there in the mud and the rain. So tonight, Mount Vernon welcomes the Stormin Pointers from Center Point-Urbana, our final non-district game of the year. Both teams 2-1 on the season, and there's a big difference in feeling 3-1 versus 2-2 as you head into district play. Both teams would love to be 3-1 coming out of district play.
With our schedule, I think if we're 3-1, and not that we're going to win the district, but I mean I think we could be third and get in because it's an RPI thing, and we'd have 3 good non-conference wins, and so anyway, there's a lot to play for tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Top 2 in district get in. Is worth noting that Solon pounded Assumption last night, and we hung with Solon pretty dang well for most of the evening a couple of weeks ago. Both teams coming off wins last week. CPU beat Vinton-Schellsburg 6-0 in a slugfest. Mount Vernon routed Ed's Tigers 49-0 down at Tipton.
It was just, a combination of a lot of bad things. Like, for example, Mount Vernon had good players and Tipton didn't. It's a bad combination.
Well, you'll have that from time to time. For CPU, not a lot of offense this year. They're averaging 11.3 points a game, but they've got a ton of defense. They've only given up a total of 23 points so far on the season. That's 7.6 points per game in wins against Union. They did score 28 against Union, beat Union 28-7. And the Vinton-Schellsburg when they lost to Benton just 10-0. Mount Vernon, on the other hand, has scored over 40 points in all 3 ball games. Anamosa, Solon, and Anamosa and Tipton, rather.
In their wins.
In their wins, yeah. And they've played pretty solid defense as well, pretty disciplined defense, particularly in that Solon ball game. So it'll be fun to kind of watch strength on strength tonight, our offense and their defense.
Yeah, this time of the year when you're not playing like teams and it's really tough to compare scores or statistics or anything like that. And so, you remember some of the games we played against Center Point. They've all been battles, and they've had some strange finishes. Yep. And a couple times we played them, it's just been Katie bar the door, and they've been fun to watch. And so I'm guessing we're gonna have another fun one to watch tonight. So it'll be a good way to go into district play and hopefully get some momentum, and then we control your own destiny in your district.
Yep. Over the years, they've always been tight and low scoring. So tonight will probably be 63-49 or something like that, since we're predicting a low scoring game. For Center Point on offense, look for junior Cole Werner to carry the load. He's got 409 yards on the season. That's 5.7 yards per carry, not shabby at all. He has a rushing TD to go along with that yardage. Look for Colin Haskins with some carries as well. He's averaging over 5 yards per carry as well, and he's got a pair of touchdowns. Senior Braylon Havel will handle the snaps from center. He's thrown for 251 yards. They've done most of their damage on the ground, and a touchdown this season. He has thrown 6 interceptions on the year. So it's really the defense that's the strength of the CPU team. Look for senior Evan Kress. He had 10 tackles last week against Vinton-Schellsburg. He leads the team with 20 tackles. Senior Cannon Tupa has 2 interceptions on the year.
Yeah, 2 things we need to mention here. One of them is so we know that anything that goes wrong tonight, it's the problem to the guy in the middle between us here.
That's right.
It's Jordan Axtell's in charge of the camera, and any mistakes we make speaking, any mistakes we make in spotting, anything that goes wrong tonight, you can blame that on Jordan Axtell. Anything that goes well, that's all Sean and I.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's just make sure that happens that way. So
we got Shay on the scoreboard. We got the scoreboard up tonight. Scoreboard and clock, so I don't have to announce the score and clock every 23 seconds.
Or forget to mention it.
Or forget. Well,
and get a text from somebody who says, "What is the score?" My wife said, "What is the score?"
And why don't you have the score on the television? So we got Shea Stamp somewhere running around here.
Supposedly. Oh, and the other big announcement is the marching band at halftime for the first time in, a year and a half?
Yes.
I mean, last year we had the band at halftime, but now they're actually going to move, and I'm looking forward to our halftime entertainment. So save up your bathroom break and make sure you watch the halftime show for the marching Mustangs.
Absolutely. And maybe the best part of that is you don't have to listen to Ed and I during halftime. You can watch the marching band. Mount Vernon led offensively by senior running back Trenton Pitlick. He's racked up 317 yards on the year, averaging almost 10 yards a carry. He's racked up 8 touchdowns already has Pitlick. Senior quarterback Owen Brazzi will tuck it and run as well. He's averaging over 7.5 yards per carry. He's got 3 touchdowns rushing. Pitlick did most of the damage last week. He had 119 yards and 4 touchdowns against Tipton.
So on the screen here, you can see
here they come.
You can see the youth football players.
There's the future. Oh, there we go. And down we go.
That's some heavy contact right there. We're not afraid of contact.
They're not afraid to hit. They're already hitting each other.
Next up, after the Park and Rec program, is our Red Zone program, the Red Zone football players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't
have a lot of future speed out here.
Yeah, I didn't have this, Ed, growing up. We just had to get, a rock and go to an empty lot and jump on each other. That's about it.
And finally, the third program we're supporting tonight is our Mount Vernon Middle School program.
All the middle school guys. There we go. There you go. Future Mount Vernon football on display. They'll corral that chaos, I'm sure, in time for their first
I'm not sure we're going to get them off the field right now. Right? They're out there for good. They're not coming off.
As we get set for the anthem, get set Mr. Brand getting them corralled down there, get them online, and get them.
They get to line up on the field for the national anthem.
Yeah, it's a very important part of the game, very important part of being an athlete on the field. How do you conduct yourself during the anthem? Colors are being presented. We'll go silent and let Dave Ryan on the PA take over from here.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise and face our nation's flag. In doing so, please remember the valiant men and women who have served our country in defense of our liberties and values. Many of them made the supreme sacrifice. Let us also be mindful of those men and women around the globe who currently stand watch on those freedoms. Tonight's colors are presented by members of Han Howard Post number 480. Tonight's national anthem is conducted by Senior Drum Major Miss Ellie Bartolo. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Job by the Mount Vernon Marching Band. Nice job by the young guys. During the anthem, we're just about ready for kickoff. we'll take a little time to get those guys all off the field. Matt Tatey down there trying to direct a little bit of traffic. And as they form the run in space,
I think
they're going to line them up.
causing the most problem down there are the Tatey boys. I don't think they want to leave.
Probably. You just want to make sure no one tries to cross with the traffic here. That's what I'm paying attention. You don't want anybody darting across. It might be a little ugly.
Have been the Iowa High School Athletic Association playoffs 22 times, most recently in 2020. Point-Urbana brings a 2-1 record into tonight's contest.
Dave Ryan, voice of the Mustangs, does such an awesome job every night for a long time.
Good crowd here tonight. With good weather, but that's not keeping anybody away, and
absolutely not. And we're not keeping anybody at home.
There we go.
Saw the Gazette, one of the guys in the Gazette called this stadium, First Street Stadium, one of the best high school football stadiums in Iowa.
The one he liked the best.
Yep, I would agree.
And finished last season with a 7-2 record and a Class 2A District 6 runner-up finish. They're led by head coach Lance Peterson.
They played that siren and I want to say this is only a test.
Assistants Brad Meester, Jason Nosek, Dan Ketchum, Ben Kinnick, Matt Appleton.
Probably got about, one more game before we get to see the leaves turn here.
Yep. Sun setting off in the west. Beautiful evening. There's Shea Stamp. For a minute there, we thought it was going to stay at 12 minutes for the entire quarter.
We are glad you were here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mount Vernon. This is Mustang football.
And here come your Mustangs. Used to calling for radio ads. I don't have to tell people what they're wearing.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
So we had a little bit. You can see they're carrying the sledgehammer out of there, and so they had a little problem. They got that out today, and it had rusted.
Oh no!
Because they left it out in the rain from last time. So they had to take it down to the shop and shine it up a little bit and repaint it because they didn't want to run out. Thought it was a really bad sign to run out with a rusty sledgehammer.
Don't have a rusty sledgehammer.
Who knows what kind of problem you could have with that? Make sure they have their tetanus shots.
That's right.
Go out.
Captains tonight: Owen Brazzi, Jack Drehas. It's like Ryan Nave
and Leo
Appleton. So I ran into Leo at the at Casey's this morning before school, and I said, "Hey, Appleton, are you ready? You ready to roll tonight?" And I expected, a Leo Appleton voice that I heard last time I talked to Leo Appleton, but I heard, "Yeah, we're ready to go." I guess they grew up eventually.
Yeah. It'll be interesting tonight. We've got a good chance to work on some things this week, and I think this will be a little better test tonight.
You talking about us?
Yeah. It'll be a little bit better test for us because I think the CPU is going to take a lot of things away, and that's always always really good. Just because it makes you go to Plan B and makes you work on all your offense and spread the ball around, and which I think Coach Meester likes to do anyway. But it'll be good to see what we can establish here early, and playing, like you said, strength on strength here. And then I think our defense is really coming along. So I think Coach Peterson. We have Coach Peterson, the defensive coordinator, and Coach Peterson, the head coach. So. No relation, which is kind of hard to believe because they both have a D in there and they also have lots of E's in there, and
right.
At least they could spell their names differently or something.
That's
so
right. Around the district tonight, Benton at South Tama, 2-1 Benton at 1-2 South Tama. Solon beat Assumption 38-10 last night. That's a good beating. They're on a good Assumption team. Vinton-Schellsburg 1-2 has Independence 3-0 at home. Makokata 0-3 at Clinton. 0-3 Central DeWitt. 3-0 is at 0-3 Marion. Those are your district comrades in action tonight.
DeWitt's been kind of the surprise of the district so far.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because I think Marion's a little bit underrated at 3-0. They played a pretty tough schedule and had a couple tough losses. So you know, once you get in district play, it kind of, you know, you can throw out anything else, and that's when it really starts because, you know, you've got to finish in the top 2, control your own destiny, and you get to make the playoffs. So
Mount Vernon will start with the football. Tyler Panos and Henry Ryan, I believe, back to receive the kick from Drew Shellhorn. And here we go. We're underway from First Street Field.
short.
CPU and Mount Vernon. This will be Henry Ryan coming up to pick it up about the 17. Fakes the handoff. We got a flag flying and a lot of open green space in front of Ryan. Here he comes, 30, 35, 40. And he's popped out of bounds about midfield.
I think it's going to be for naught.
We got to check the flag.
Here's the penalty flag.
And we've got a
Illegal
block in
use
the
of
back.
hands.
Legal use of the hands.
Against the Mustangs.
Holding. I didn't see
He pulled it
whether
early.
there
though.
was a clenched fist or a open hand on the referee. I think it was a push in the back.
He pulled it early. I mean, he threw it right at somebody. He saw something there early, and
Yeah.
I don't see anybody having a discussion about it. It must have been
Did not
too
hesitate.
bad. That's a pretty big switch. That's about a 40-yard switch in field
Yep.
position right there. So,
I think they're standing at the spot of the foul. Yep, they're
yep.
backing her up here. So instead of having it up near the 50, we're going to start
Where the Mustangs will take over.
At the 10.
about the 11-yard line, looks like, for the Mustangs. So an early challenge for Mount Vernon in a hole against this stout defense. 3 receivers near side for Mount Vernon. Looks like Romberg split out wide to the far side. Pitlick with Brazzi in the backfield, and here we go. Here comes Panos in motion across the formation. And here comes Pitlick. He's got a hole. He's got some room to pick up a block. 30, 35, 40. And that's just about where we return the kickoff to. A little bit shy.
About
Great way to start against this
Trenton
tough
Pitlick
CPU
got about
defense.
37 of those yards back with a nice rush right there. Boy, that opened up nice. Really nice job on the inside fold block in there with Connor Younggreen. Really nice job.
Big
Him and
space.
Drehos.
First down, Mount Vernon, 47-yard line their own. 3 receivers set up to the far side. Nave, Panos, and Romberg. And here comes Panos and Pitlick switching sides. Empty backfield here for Owen Brazzi. First down, Mount Vernon. Here comes Pitlick across the formation in motion. And Owen's going to keep it.
Read option.
He's got some room outside,
Ooh.
slips, and gets a couple out of it.
Yeah, that speed option look really opened things up there. Owen kind of slipped there a little bit.
Well, Coach Meester said we're going to give teams a ton of different looks this year, and he's definitely done that in the first 3 games.
I mean, I don't think we run a play without motion. There's always motion somewhere. We're always moving somebody.
Brazzi with Pitlick in the backfield. He's going to send motion man across the formation. That's Brady Erickson. Back to pass is Brazzi.
Throw it to Brady.
He's going to turn one loose downfield,
Ooh,
and he's
nice throw.
got completion at the 40. That looks like Panos. And it is. He's got a first down across the 35-yard line.
It's really nice. They were in a 3-deep zone there, and he threw it right between the 2 linebackers and in front of the safety. Really nice option there, and Owen just waited for that to open up, and he sat right down in the middle of the zone there, and nice 12-yard pickup there. Really nice.
Panos has made a nice transition from running back to more of a receiver this series. He likes that position a little better. Here's Brazzi going to swing it out to Ryan, and that's incomplete. Nave out there trying to set up a block. 2nd and 10.
Nice play by Cole Werner, their outside linebacker there. Kind of stood up the receiver and kind of blew that whole thing up right there. It's a really nice job by him.
Erickson and Panos here split to the near side. That's Nave and Romberg split out to the far side. Pitlick with Brazzi.
Some read option here maybe.
Here's the 2nd and 10. Panos coming across the formation.
Yep.
Ooh, Pale action.
RPO.
Had me fooled, and that's complete for another first down to Nave, Ryan Nave. For another first down.
Clark Younggreen with their first pancake right there. He just pancaked their right tackle there. Nice job by Clark.
So Mount Vernon moving the ball down the field nicely here against this tough CPU defense on their first drive. 10-10 remaining here first quarter. Mount Vernon on the move. Panos in motion again across the formation. Brazi keeps it himself. Nice little reads, cuts it back. He's got nothing but green. He's going to score. Touchdown. Oh, and Brazi and Mount Vernon jumps on top. 9:56 remaining first period, first quarter.
Well, that combination of right there, they ran read option, then they ran an RPO where they had Brazi had the run pass option, and right there they froze, and he faked the handoff to Pitlick and opened it up right back the middle. But it was a great cutback of him reading that seam there. Really nice job up front. Clark Younggreen has been all over the field right there.
And here comes the extra point attempt. Henry Lyon with the hold, gets it down, and it is good. Ben Kroc, he is true, and Mount Vernon jumps out to a 7-0 lead. 9:56 remaining here in the first period.
An 89-yard drive, and we never had a third down.
That's right.
Never had a third down.
To thank our sponsors here on the Mustang Cast, including Ability Physical Therapy, Richardson Hanson Holtz Insurance Agency, Lynn Woodley Construction, Lynch Ford Chevrolet, Gary's Foods, Copenhagen and Associates, Iowa Physical Therapy, Mount Vernon Bank and Trust Company, Downtown Dental, Brown's Plumbing, Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa, Yachts Landing and Scores Wilkie's Liquor, Palisades Family Dental, Mercy Care Community Physicians, Mount Vernon Family Dentistry, Hall & Hall Engineering, Sheer Image, Photo Image, Chameleon's Pub and Grub, Bauman & Company, Bridge Community Bank, Mount Vernon Chiropractic, Bluegrass Enterprises, and Hills Bank and Trust Company. Our sponsors this fall on the Mustang Vision.
Well, that fit really well. You read that right off there. He puts the ball down. We're going to kick it off, and that's some good timing.
We'll give Shea a chance to get used to what's going on back there before we start running ads. That was a little different wrinkle there. Showed a little bit of a quick, haven't seen us do that before. A little quick go.
I was fine the way they did the national anthem there, but then they screwed up our stuff they were doing.
Good kick.
Comes down to about the 10-yard line, across the 20, 25, 30. A little bit of a hole there. Nice run back, no flag.
Well, he not ran into his own man. That could have been kind of tough there.
I want to say that was Bryson Cunningham. Those yellow numbers on whites are going to be a challenge for us tonight.
Well, that and they're like long and skinny. It's kind of hard to tell whether it's a 0, an 8, a 6. Especially in the front. I can't recognize those numbers in the front at all.
Comes Braylon Havel, quarterback, and he's going to give to Werner. I believe that's Werner.
Yeah, I think so.
Power back, and he's ahead for a nice 6-yard gain here on first down. Up second and a long 4.
Second and 4 for the Pointers.
Tight formation here for CPU. Werner again, right side, and he's got a first down. Barrels over a tackler at the 50, and he's down about the 45.
7 yards over the right
Got
side.
a new inside linebacker this week is Jackson Jaspers. Jackson Jaspers is playing left inside linebacker there. So played really well last week and done a nice job on special teams. Now he's getting a start here at inside linebacker. So they really like some of the things that he's doing right now.
So give to Werner again, left side this time. There's
Werner, the ball carrier.
Pitlick again.
Hitting near the line of scrimmage, number
It was
5,
Pitlick
Pitlick.
and
Also on the play was number 61,
Younggreen as
Clark
well.
Younggreen.
Short gain of 2.
Second and 8.
Second and 8 coming up for CPU.
Yeah, our two linebackers are kind of a difference in body types and size between Clark Younggreen and Jaspers.
Havel under center. It's a novelty to see someone under center these days. There's a nice
job.
play. There's Jaspers, I believe.
Yep.
Warner cut down for a loss.
That's
why
a really nice
Jaspers
play
has
there.
got the start this week.
They ran a trap block inside, and Jasper stepped just like he's been taught, stepped right underneath it and made a play behind the line of scrimmage. That's a really nice play.
3rd and 9 coming up for the Pointers. I formation. Havel's going to roll with it. He's got a completed pass to make the tackle and get off the field, and that was complete to Colin Hoskins, short of the first down. About 4th and 4 coming up here at the Mount Vernon 39. Let's see what CPU decides to do here in a little bit of no man's land in high school football.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're what their punt situation is. I mean, it looks like they called a play, but lots of high school teams are now. They go out of the shotgun and then they punt it out of that. But going under center, I'm not sure that's quite an option.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go for it here or try to draw Mount Vernon off sides.
That may be what they're doing
on this yardage to go here. Looks like they're going to try to draw us off. There's the timeout. And there we go. Nice discipline shown by, on 4th and 4, why not? With good field position. Looks like they'll probably punt it away when we come back to action
they've
here.
Changed guys here. Yeah, they're going to punt it. Or at least they have the punt team on the field.
That's right. That's right. Great to be back here again. Really like to thank our sponsors on the whole again as we made the transition from radio only, kind of took over the cast as a booster club, and our sponsors here in town really came to the party, brought their sponsorship dollars and their support. So now we're able to offer Mustang Vision and on the road. What's going to happen on the road this year is it's really going to depend on what the opposing teams will allow us to do. So there'll probably be no video at all. The WAMAC conference has made the decision not to allow any TV for opposing schools, and but we will do audio if they'll allow us in the press box. So those are the rules. It's really up to the opposing school.
And some of the like here, some of the press box are a little tight.
Yep.
For opponents especially.
Punt is away. That's Jaspers down there to watch that go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, and Mount Vernon will take over.
Better field
right
position
there.
than last time.
That's right. Hoskins with the punt. To check these numbers once they turn their backs to me for a while, and then we'll get into the rhythm. So Mount Vernon.
See if that offensive line can keep the momentum going here. We had a really nice series last time, and we ran some really good things in the backfield, but it all starts up front with Young Green and Drehos and Lashley.
For Mount Vernon, this is
a
very tight formation. Pitlick with Brosby in the backfield. 3 receivers stacked up over there on the far side. Back to pass is Brosby. He's going to find Ulch, I believe, across the middle, dragging across, and he's got a nice gain of about 4 or 5. Brody Ulch.
That's the second pass we've thrown, and the second time Owen showed a lot of patience.
Yep.
And that shows a lot of confidence in your offensive line. Because
got a lot of time.
Slow developing plays, which is fine as when your offensive line does their job.
And here we're spread out a little bit more like we're more accustomed to seeing. 4 receivers now here to the, we've seen a bunch of different formations already out of Brad Meester and Ben Kinate. Here's Brosby. He's going to whip it out here to the near side. Nope, he's going to escape. Couple tacklers and will be brought down for
He was going to throw it to Pitlick, and they stepped in front of it. His goal was they stepped Pitlick back, and the linebacker right over top of him stepped right into it. And then Owen made a great choice by not throwing the ball. That would have been a pick 6 all the way. We didn't fool him there, and Owen didn't make the negative play. So
3rd and a long 7.
So we live to play another day. That was a really smart play there by Owen.
On our own 19. Brosby rolling out to his right. Got Nave over here open. He's going to tuck it and run. Let's see if he can get first down yardage. Being patient, maybe too patient. Looks like he's got a first down, though.
For a little bit there, he gave up the first down.
He gave it up and got it back.
He had the first down, gave it up, and then got it back. So
picked his way forward, and then he picked his way back, and then he picked his way forward again. Enough for a first down Mount Vernon.
It was about a 30-yard, 4-yard run.
Right. That's about right. At their own 28-yard line.
Getting his steps in for the day.
Right. 3 receivers far side. Ulch down here to the near side. Pitlick with Brosby in the backfield. Mount Vernon mixing it up here early on. There's a snap that gets away. Owen does a nice job of pulling it down. If he can keep his feet, he's got some room over here on the near side. Avoids a tackler, gives another step on, still going. 50, And he's out about the 45.
That's probably going to be an extra.
We would have a flag, but we're not going to throw one. So we're out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
Talk about making something out of nothing. Nice job, Owen Brazzi.
27-yard run. Round of bounds, number 19, Brandon Miller.
Coach Peterson is
Just
seeing
asking whether there may have been.
asking gently.
Miller on the tackle, Brazzi on the run.
5:05 remaining here, first quarter. 7-0 Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon driving again. They're up to the CPU 45. They have not started in good field position, but they have
Move the ball.
driven their way out of it. Brazzi takes, and he's going to hold on it, looking downfield. Now he's going to scramble again, and will he get away? Nope, not this time. He'll get sacked for about a yard and a half loss.
Yeah, they got it. They got to blitz up inside, and he had to pull it down almost immediately. Didn't have any time to throw it there. Axtell, sometime you need to take a shot of that moon up there. They got to break into play.
Ethan Press on that tackle.
It's pretty
Ethan, their
impressive.
leading tackler on this team. 2nd and 12 now. 4:35 remaining first quarter for Mount Vernon. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Brazzi sends Panos in motion to the far side, and another high snap.
Boy.
And Brazzi's going to have to jump on this
Yeah, we
one.
did.
CPU's going to be all over it. That's Werner and Hoskins as they capitalize on that high snap. Put an asterisk by that play as CPU takes over on the Mount Vernon 42-yard line.
That's a couple of shaky snaps.
Yep. Too high for Brazzi to do much with that one, and he tried just to jump on it.
Yeah, he never. I don't think he ever touched it.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think he ever got to it. It was so far over his head.
So time for the defense to buckle down here after a nice drive is stopped.
Got to be careful on this one because this is where somebody tries to make a big hit right here. On the quick change, try to throw one deep. So got to be very careful here.
There's that I formation once again. That's Hoskins. Here comes the option.
Ooh, he runs
Pitch
hard.
to the far side. Yeah, he does. That's Werner again.
Running backs number 15, Cole Werner. Wrapped up by number
Hoskins at
61,
the
Clark
fullback, I
Younggreen,
believe.
number 3,
Werner at the
Henry
tailback
Ryan.
position. Nice pickup there of
Younggreen
6.
and Ryan on
Yeah, they
tackle.
ran some option there.
Yep.
Ran some option and just pitched it outside.
For the Pointers.
He got the corner, and their receiver did a nice job blocking on the edge.
Looks like we're going to stick in that I formation with Werner and Hoskins. This time it'll be Werner again right up the middle. And he's going to be wrapped up
Nice
this
job.
time. Maybe a yard,
Jaspers
yard and a
again.
half.
Younggreen.
So
Linebackers doing a nice job.
Tackle made, number 61, Clark Younggreen. Also
Brings
on
up a
play,
third
number
and
33,
3.
Jackson Jaspers.
3:29 remaining here, first quarter. Mount Vernon leading at 7-0. And coming out of that I again with Hoskins in the fullback position. Werner at the tail. We're going to pitch it out to Werner, and we're going to
There we
stop him
go.
for a big loss
Werner with the pitch.
on 3rd down. Loss of about 3. Pitlick in there
First on the scene,
with
number
others.
42, Ryan Nave.
Nave as well.
Number 60, Tavian Gorse, who's playing nose, does a really good job eating it, which we're supposed to do with the nose guard,
Yep.
just eat up blocks.
Yep.
As long as 2 guys have to block you, then that frees up our linebackers to make play.
So brings up a
Loss on the play.
4th and 7, 4th and 6 for CPU. Let's see what they do this time. You can't take a timeout every 4th down. Well, unless you have fewer than 3 of them, 4 of them. There's some brilliant analysis. They're going to go for it this time.
He's in
Pressure,
trouble.
under pressure. He's going to dump it off,
Oh.
and it's dropped. He may not have got the first down, but he sure had a chance.
Yeah.
So Mount Vernon will take over on down take. That's a big stop. Put an asterisk right next to that, or erase the asterisk from the turnover, because Mount Vernon avoids
A lot of
trouble after.
asterisks here,
Yeah, a
okay?
lot of
Let's
asterisks. A lot of asterisks.
Every time I think of asterisks, I think of Roger Maris, so I don't like asterisks.
Okay,
Let's don't
we'll
do-
use a
don't-
different marking
Okay.
for important plays. Highlight that in
Yeah, there we go.
We'll
Use your
highlight that one.
highlighter.
Use
Use
the
your
highlighter.
highlighter. Yeah.
All right. Pink. What do you prefer, pink or yellow?
I always use yellow.
First down, Mount Vernon. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Nice stand
I
by
don't-
the Mount Vernon defense, and we got a little bit of.
We didn't have an offensive
Confusion.
lineman. We were without a guard.
Just thought they were some really wide splits there for a
We
second.
didn't have a guard. That's it. You can probably get away with a couple of positions, but a guard would be one of them that'd be difficult.
Hi, I'm Lisa Lansing. One part of our business plan at Lynch is actually pretty simple. Find, hire, properly train, and then retain high-quality employees who can provide exceptional customer service. Our team works really hard at this because we truly believe it's the right thing to do for our customers. So if you've done business with us before, thank you. And if you haven't, I invite you to please visit us at Lynch Ford and Lynch Chevrolet in Mount Vernon and come see for yourself how we really are selling and servicing a lot of cars in a very different way.
There we go. I like that formation. Probably shouldn't be one without a guard.
There you go. All right, Shay and I figuring things out. Hopefully everyone can see the action because we had first time showing a commercial on our very own. Challenging. Another little high snap. Corralled this time. Here's Pitlick. Good yardage across the left side.
He runs through all those arm tackles. He's got those legs going. He's going to be a bear all year.
Second down and 5 coming up.
Referee's pointing at somebody.
Second and 5 coming up. 2:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Mount Vernon leading CPU 7-0. Here comes Ultracross in motion. Nice snap this time. Give this to Pitlick. He'll pick his way forward, but he
came from the backside there.
Yep. No gain.
And that's tough because that's not the guy we're reading on the read option. So that was a give, and they snuck in the backside. Now my guess is they'll fake that action and they'll bring Brazzi out this way. So that's what I would do next. I let them come from the backside and collapse that, and then just have Owen run right outside of that. Get some blocks on the corner, and we can make some hay.
Third and 5 coming up for Mount Vernon. 3 receivers down here to the near side. Brazzi takes, and he's going to read option here and keep it. Get ahead for the first time. He's going to cut outside. He's got some room. 45. 40, cuts back, and he's down about the 40, 39-yard line. Nice little piece of running by Brazzi.
He's just shifty.
He is shifty, patient and shifty.
He reminds me of a guy who used to play at Cornell named Chris Lovely. He used to run greasy. Just it's hard to get a really good chunk of him. He just seems to slip off of everything. And Owen's the same way.
First down, Mount Vernon at the 40-yard line of CPU. A couple adjustments here, we're ready to go. And here's Brazzi in the gun. He's going to pitch it, little Utah. That's an incomplete pass. Yep, incomplete pass.
Forward pass by Evan Brazzi. Pass play was broken up.
Leo Appleton, he was trying to scoop it to.
Yeah, that's everybody immediately takes a deep breath on that shovel pass, but as long as it hits the ground, we're okay.
Yep.
It's an incomplete pass, and we have another one.
Second and 10 coming up for Mount Vernon. 1:17 remaining here, first quarter, 7-0. Mount Vernon leading CPU. Mount Vernon has kind of moved up and down the field a little bit more than we expected maybe against the CPU defense. Really only hurt themselves really on offense. Here's
be mistake-free here.
And Brazzi back to pass. A little screen play to Pitlick.
Ooh,
covered well, but does get out of it. Across the 30, 25, he's gone. 10, 5, touchdown. Pitlick scores on a nice screenplay.
Nice block out there by Brad Vislicel. Brad Vislicel, our right tackle, had a really nice block out there. I thought it was going to be stopped at the point of attack, and he did a really nice job.
Did a nice job. Avoids 2 tackles there, and it was off to the races. Nice block downfield also by Brady Erickson. Picked up the block that really sprung him for the last 10, 15 yards there. Point after touchdown is up and is good.
Ben's been doing a really good job kicking the ball.
point.
Really doing a nice job kicking the ball.
So Mount Vernon jumps out to a 14-0 lead on CPU. 1:06 remaining here in the first period.
Nissan car keys found.
Oh. Trying to let me know that someone lost their keys, but I'm going to tell a lot of people that aren't here that somebody lost their keys. I don't think I can really help. I'm glad they thought of me, though. I'm a helpful person.
See what happens if you announce that over the
right.
over the
Right.
Mustang Vision.
That's
we
right.
have a pair of keys up here.
Like to thank our
Want to
sponsors.
walk around
once
the
again.
parking lot and have a new car.
Lynn Woodley Construction, Lynch Ford Chevrolet, Gary's Foods, Richardson Hanson Holtz Insurance Agency, Gary's Foods, Copenhagen and Associates, Iowa Physical Therapy, Mount Vernon Bank and Trust, Downtown Dental, Brown's Plumbing, Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa, Yachts Landing, Scores, Wilkie's Liquor, Palisades Family Dental, Mercy Care Community Physicians, Mount Vernon Family Dentistry, Hall & Hall Engineering, Sheer Image, Photo Image, Chameleon's Pub and Grub, Bauman's and Company, Bridge Community Bank, Mount Vernon Chiropractic, Bluegrass Enterprises, and Hills Bank and Trust Company. As Caleb Dosner set to send it away here to CPU, Mount Vernon up 14-0.
Isn't it?
Nope. Rock is 15 or 18? No, 15. Taken by the up man, and he's up to about the 38-yard line. Call it. I think Dowser's got the kickoffs, and Croc's got the extra point.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here. This is a big possession because last time we were at home, we had 14 a couple times and didn't keep the momentum going. So it'll be.
Well, we overcame
defense.
our first big mistake of the ball game, so bodes well. Here comes CPU out in a little bit different look. Single back set now. I believe that's Werner.
They're trying to spread out a little bit.
Left under pressure. Nice
Tavian
pressure
Gorsh.
of pride there. He's throwing it away or up for grabs, out of bounds.
Nope, he's.
Nice attempt over there. Oh,
Ooh, boy.
man's. I can't tell who that was.
Yeah, but he
he
went
came
up
down
and made a
awkwardly.
great effort to catch it, but he was landed pretty awkwardly. Hopefully he's okay.
Give him a chance to.
Don't let your aches and pains go untreated. Don't be content with less than ideal function of your body. Get back to an active and progressing lifestyle with help from Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness. At Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness, our team of professional therapists, trainers, and office staff are dedicated to getting you back in your optimal physical function. Choose one of our 4 convenient locations in Center Point, Marion, Mount Vernon, and Solon. For total patient care, choose Ability Physical Therapy.
So good to see him get off the
Yeah,
field.
I think he just got shook up a little bit.
I believe that was Gavin Brinks. Was that number 4, Gavin Brinks? And 2nd and 10 as we return to action. 51 seconds remaining here.
Looks like they're trying to spread out a little bit more because they've really been tight before with only 2 wideouts, and now
Option play, nice fake there.
Nice fake.
And he's might have a first down over on that far side.
It's
Hobble.
close. I can't tell. No, it's going to
mark
be
him
3rd
a
down.
little
He's
short.
about 2 yards short.
Hobble with a nice decision.
Nice fake with the pitch there, though.
Just enough of a delay here. I kind of get a replay, which is kind of nice on my phone. Here's back to the old. Take the old fullback straight ahead for a first down. Don't get the fullback the ball quite enough. I always thought it.
Must be an old fullback,
An old fullback, yeah.
Fullback number 20, Colin Hoskins.
We need an inch. Do we give it to Moore? I don't know. First down, CPU. 32 seconds remaining here. First quarter dominated by Mount Vernon so far. High formation. Warner again, and he's got some room off the right side.
Warner, the ball carrier.
I think they called him down. He was down.
Gain of 4 yards.
A little bit of celebration, a little bit for the Mustangs there when that ball popped loose.
Yep.
I think that'll be the end of the quarter, probably. Yeah, they've decided that's going to be the end of the quarter.
Seed the rest of the quarter. It's been a good one for Mount Vernon as they jump out on a good CPU defense, 14-0 here at the end of the first quarter.
Well, we must have, 150 yards in the first quarter?
We have our share, that's for sure, as we head to the second quarter. Mount Vernon leading it 14-0 over Center Point-Urbana. So Mount Vernon really, I think really what they need to do, jump out front if they could, early on here in the ball game against this tough team.
New window coverings are a fantastic way to update and transform a space, and in this part of the country, we hope you'll consider Budget Blinds. Your local franchisee, the Sill family, and their many team members recently received 2 huge national honors. They won the National Franchisee of the Year award from Budget Blinds, and they earned our National Best of the Best award for customer satisfaction based on their record of outstanding customer reviews for years. We love that Budget Blinds has the huge selection and buying power of a big national chain, but operates with the personal touch that comes with local family businesses. If you're looking for stunning blinds, shades, shutters, drapery, the Budget Blinds team has what you need both residentially and commercially. The Sill family will bring many great design ideas to the table in an in-home consultation. Then their installation teams will make sure that your window coverings are installed professionally, ensuring many years of enjoyment. Please visit budgetblinds.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Budget Blinds.
Again, this is the type of football that they want to play. They want 3rd and 2. And that's what they've got here as we start the second quarter.
Our 3rd down defense has been really good tonight, so hopefully we can keep it up here.
Well, here comes CPU to the ball. 3rd and 2. They trail by 14 as we get underway here in the second quarter. I formation again.
Both linebackers right up the middle.
And here comes Warner with a little bit of a hole, and he squeaks through it for a first down.
Boy, that was a nice play by them because we blitzed both linebackers up right over top of the guards, and they still sneaked out 2 yards. Coach Peterson being really aggressive there with that blitzing both guys right up the middle.
First down for CPU.
They haven't shown a lot of speed yet, so I don't think you have to, they haven't shown anything deep, and they haven't shown a lot of really edge speed yet. So
Hoskins and Warner in that I formation. And that's complete out to Hoskins. Nice catch there.
That's a really nice catch.
Hobble rolls out.
Behind him with one arm.
And he completes that for about 3 yards.
Number 33, Jackson Jaspers. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
So they want to make sure their quarterback gets the play in because he's running from the near hash all the way across the field to the sideline to get the play and back.
He's getting his steps in.
Yeah, he's getting his steps in is right.
He'll have his 10,000 steps by halftime.
Maybe he's a cross-country guy. Hobble under center, I formation. A little bit of movement, and I didn't see whether there was contact or not. If not, that should be illegal motion. Let's see what we got. We do have a false start on CPU. So that helps out the Mustangs a bit. Make it 2nd and long.
We're really lucky that wasn't on us because Trenton Pitlick did everything but.
Saw a lot of movement, but from our angle, we can't really tell whether or not he crossed the line of scrimmage.
But he did cause them to move.
He did. In a legal fashion.
He was well aware of where number 5 was at, which I would want to be aware of where number 5 is at as well.
Absolutely.
Trenton Pitlick there.
So Hobble, after his brief run, he's going to have a 5K in here before halftime. Hobble rolling out to his left. Nice pressure applied there. And Brazzi decides to go for the pick.
Tried to undercut it.
Yep.
He tried to undercut it. I mean, he came within about 6 inches of a pick 6 right there.
A nice job by Vislasel downfield to make that tackle. Was he from an end position there? Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing. Well, he had his hand on the ground. He was.
Yeah, no, he's an interior. Unless they had him on the other side of the.
He was a tackle
field.
On that side, but his hand was he was in a 3-point stance.
Nice tackle downfield. 3rd and 4. Here's Warner right up the gut. He will have a first down for CPU.
It was a nice drive by them. As good as our defense was on 3rd down, we've given up 3 straight first downs on 3rd down. So
I was momentarily stunned by the burger smell wafting into the press box. Whoever's on the grill is doing a real nice job.
Getting the smell to come over towards the stands.
You need the burgers to come near the stands. 1st and 10 at the 24 for CPU. Here's Warner again. Up the middle, picking his way. Nice tackle there
I'm a little bit bitter because they gave away, Mount Vernon Bank gave away 100 free hot dogs, and not one of them ended up here in the press box. Not one. 100 free hot dogs. We couldn't get one hot dog here in the press box. Holy cow.
We'll have to talk to Dave Ryan about that. Gain of a yard here on first down. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And a little better 2nd and long here. So
Tavian Gorsh on that nice tackle the last play.
Comes outside linebacker with a blitz.
Hobble back to pass, going deep, and he overthrows his receiver
Nice
out there on
double
the far
coverage.
side. I think he was going for Brinks. Gavin Brinks.
I think they expected man-to-man there, and it wasn't man-to-man. We had the Owen Brosby had the free safety. He was free to cover that, so that was double coverage there. That was a really nice job.
Here comes 3rd and 9. Big play here in the ball game. Ball in the Mount Vernon 23.
Oliver Gardner, the OG, he was running with him step for step.
Mount Vernon needs a, let's see, CPU needs some points.
Oh, they're running
to his left, and they got
sprint
out of
option.
They got out of pitch relationship there. I think that impacted, limited his decisions as they got out of pitch relationship, and we'll have a 4th down and about 5 coming up. We got a lot of 4th downs.
I had a chance to get him at the line of scrimmage, and I'm guessing this will be for sure a 4th down play. So,
yeah, the back got in front of him there and really got out of pitch relationship, messed up the rhythm of that play. So it's 4th down at the 20-yard line, inside the 20, call it the 19.
Nave did a good job of blowing up the edge there. So the Mustangs play their outside contain a little bit different. What they do is they just bump to the outside, so every guy keeps pushing the ball flat to the outside. And so when they run a play like that, they push the quarterback out, they push him out, and eventually they run to the sidelines. And so most times, the way the Mustangs played it in the past is you have an edge guy who sets the edge. He sits there, nothing gets outside of him. This, they just inside shoulder it, they bump, inside shoulder, they bump, and eventually there's no place to go and they run out of bounds. So a very different way to play it, but it's the way that a lot of teams play that now. Instead of having one person set there,
responsible for it all, yeah.
It's more of a team containing the ball.
So timeout CPU here, 7:44 remaining, 2nd quarter, and a big 4th down coming up.
Best comment I've had in 3
For
weeks.
CPU.
Just got blown up by a commercial. I was on a roll.
Hello, welcome to Mount Vernon. Let me show you the stable.
The stable has all your shopping needs, including various sweatshirts and t-shirts.
And kids gear.
We have all your top brand t-shirts.
And stocking caps for the winter. Stop by and see us in person at the stable or visit our website on the district homepage.
And we're back here just in time. Thank you, Shea Stamp. 4th down, big 4th down, 4th and 5 for CPU at the Mount Vernon 19. Hobble rolling to his right, run pass option here, and it's picked out of Brozzi's hands.
Me?
Touchdown. Brozzi had that, and he got it ripped right out of his arms.
That was, if there was ever a 50-50 ball ever, I mean, there was nobody to throw it to. I don't understand that route there because they had nobody deep. They had 3 guys short, all within about 4 yards of each other, and it was
almost a 60-40 ball for Brozzi, and
I mean, it was in Owen's hands. And for whatever reason, that guy just, ripped it out. And
that was Hoskins on the catch.
And scored. Holy. And that was 4th down.
Yep.
So I don't know. Owen might have been trying to knock it down.
Extra point try is ugly but good. Ugly works as long as it goes through.
Yeah, so I'd have to look at that again. But Owen might have been trying to not catching it on purpose because you don't want to catch, you've been taught forever not to catch a 4th down ball. And instead, he's trying to knock it down, and the other guy catches it.
So CPU closes the gap here. 14-7, 7:35 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. New ball game here as CPU gets on the board.
Hi, I'm Lisa Lansing. One part of our business plan at Lynch is actually pretty simple. Find, hire, properly train, and then retain high-quality employees who can provide exceptional customer service. Our team works really hard at this because we truly believe it's the right thing to do for our customers. So if you've done business with us before, Thank you. And if you haven't, I invite you to please visit us at Lynch Ford and Lynch Chevrolet in Mount Vernon and come see for yourself how we really are selling and servicing a lot of cars in a very different way.
So 14-7 now your score as CPU moves the ball downfield and scores on a 4th down pass from Hobble to Hoskins on a nice play by Hoskins, taken away from Owen Brazzi for the completion, and then waltzes into the end zone. Here's Shellhorn to kick it off. This has come down short again. Henry Ryan comes up to field it at the 10. And he's going to give it off here. Is that Panos?
Yep, don't quite get to the 20.
Nope. That's Stimmel, Caden Stimmel on the return. So Mount Vernon will take over right on the 20-yard line. 7:28 remaining here in a new ball game as CPU cuts the deficit 14-7 now.
Yeah, they haven't shown any indication. I mean, despite the stats coming into the game, they haven't shown any indication they can stop us yet. So I'm guessing the Mustangs got to be pretty confident when we have the ball that we execute well, we'll have some success here.
Here's Pitlick with Bronzy in the backfield. Bronzy back to pass. He's got a little pressure. He's going to dance away from that. Gonna dump it off, complete to Ulch, and he's hammered out of bounds. And he'll have a first down across the 30. Nice play there by Brody Ulch.
Yeah, that threat of Owen running froze that defensive back just enough, so Owen dumped it over top, and nice 12-yard gain.
Yeah, his mobility has been a really big asset this year.
Yeah.
First down, Mount Vernon on their own 32-yard line. Two receivers far side to the near side. Pitlick with Brazzi in the backfield. Comes Ulch in motion across the formation. A little bit of a high snap again. Here's play action. There's Appleton, another first down. Appleton across the 45. And another first down. Nice play action, froze the linebackers.
Yep, froze him, and then he just ran him right in between the linebackers and the safety, and there's a nice little hole that opens up there, and just pitch and catch.
First down, Mount Vernon at their 47-yard line. Marching down the field once again, 7:02 remaining here in the second quarter. Two backs in the backfield now. That's Henry Ryan. He goes in motion off to the far side. Here's Brazzi.
I think we missed a handoff there.
I think so too, or a pass. Wonder if he was trying to get Henry Ryan, if that was the design there. But
no, I think he wanted an inside handoff, and he just the mesh point just didn't make it there. He was trying to hand it off inside to Pitlick, and it was a inside kind of draw action, and he just missed him. There's just the mistiming there, I guess.
2nd and 13. Loss on the play. That was Kress again on the tackle.
I see some RPO again here.
There's Henry Ryan across the formation. That funky motion. Brazzi back to pass, straight drop back. He's got a guy and throws a bit high. Intended there for Brady Erickson.
Couldn't quite go up and get it.
Big third down coming up here for Mount Vernon. Haven't punted yet, I don't believe. So I missed one in there somewhere.
Nope.
6:13 second quarter. Mount Vernon leading at 14-7. Three receivers split out to the far side here. Romberg here out to the near side. Brazzi with Pitlick in the backfield.
I've seen a lot of man-to-man, so see if they maybe try something deep here once.
Here's Brazzi back to pass, and then we got whistles, which is not
Looks
usually
like
a good
motion.
sign for the offense.
Yep.
And indeed.
And one of our wide receivers went a little bit early. He was a little bit excited.
Well, it'll bring up 3rd and 18 now for Mount Vernon. Let's see what we have dialed up.
If they'll change the play here.
Same formation.
I'm running the same play.
And here's Brazzi back to pass. He's going to swing out to Pitlick. Across the 40, 45, stays in bounds 50, and he'll be shy of the first down, but gets some good yardage back.
Broke that first tackle. Stepped through the guy went low, and Trenton just stepped through it, so it's about 7.
Punting time coming up here for Mount Vernon. Zadok Hollab, Dowser on to punt. I want to say that's Hoskins back to receive. At this point, I'm just going by body type with those with those numbers, impossible to read. And Dosner with the soccer style kick and a backspin on it. Then he gets a nice roll.
A really nice roll.
So right at the 20-yard line.
Picked up an extra 15 yards there.
Ended up being a nice bounce there for Dosner.
That's why you do that. I call it the Australian kick there, where you run with it. And boy, I tell you what, Taylor from Iowa is really good.
He is an excellent punter.
He is our best. He's the best Hawks' best offensive player.
He might be. Will be interesting to see what the Hawks can do on offense tomorrow. That is for sure. 5:23 remaining here in the half. CPU has the ball back. Now they're going 3 wide here to the near side. Here comes Hobble. He's going to keep it rolling right out. And Mount Vernon's got that strung out nicely. Pitlick's all over it. And be a loss of at least a yard. Pitlick filling nicely.
Yeah, if you're gonna string that out like that, that's exactly the way we played before. Is they just want to bounce, and make that guy run flat. So the quarterback just ran flat all the way to the sidelines, and eventually somebody cleans it up. So exactly the way Coach Peterson wants it to work. Guys are executing it really, really well.
Lining up at that outside linebacker spot. 4:46 remaining before the half. 2nd and 12 coming up here for CPU. One receiver far side, one to the near side. I formation. Hoskins with pitches it out here to Werner. And there's
I think there's a flag there because I think they got
pickup is at about 7, but let's check the flag. A good area for holding or a block in the back.
Yeah, I think they hit Ty Panos in the back. Yep, yeah, they hit Ty Panos. That's why he got outside.
Penalty against the Pointers.
We'll back things up.
Nice job by Ty there. You turn her back to the block, and then he can't block you.
We will replay 2nd down.
3rd in mechanics here, 2nd in Mechanicsville for CPU. 2nd and 18. As they find themselves in a whole opportunity here for Mount Vernon. High formation.
A real long distance team.
There's Werner, and he gets stopped in the backfield, bounces it outside, and Ty Panos knocks him out of bounds. Nice little gain and run there by Werner.
Yeah, that was a really nice plant his foot and break to the outside because he was stopped about 3 yards deep there for a while.
Looks like Tavian Gorsh had a shot at him here in the backfield. Couldn't quite wrap him up.
He had that play blown up, and then
so there's a nice block back there on Gorsh. Gorsh
bounced it outside.
To work around that. So 3rd and 9. And get some nice yardage back on that 2nd down play. At their own 21. Mount Vernon like to get the ball back here.
They haven't shown a lot of confidence throwing the ball here, so.
Werner again, and he's going to get wrapped up after a short gain. Gain a yard and a half maybe. It'll bring up 4th down. I would think the punting unit will be coming on here.
Yeah, that's nice. We got 4 minutes here to see what we can do with the ball here to end the half.
That tends to be plenty of time for a Mount Vernon offense.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of confidence in their passing game there because, I mean, that was 3rd and 9 and very conservative handoff up the middle. Not even no misdirection.
They save their passing for 4th down. Punting formation here looks like Olch.
Jaspers.
And Jaspers. And then we got some motion here. We come across. Let's see what's going down. Dead ball offside, so that'll still make it 4th and 2 or 3.
Ethan Wood jumped, I think.
And the offense coming back on. Let's see what's going down here.
There's like a yard.
So that makes it 4th
they got
and
their
a yard.
No, they got their punter still
their
there.
punter still out there, but
we took our punt return team off, so we're just going to drop Jaspers back there.
Oh,
now they get that 5 yards right back.
58 here on the near side. Tyler Foreman getting
now we'll bring our punt team back on.
Yeah, look, man, big wholesale
we changed
changes.
personnel 3 times, and we still haven't run a play. Don't see that a lot.
Olch and Jasper's now back in about their 45-yard line.
I've seen this before. Some deja vu here.
Those of you who are fans of punt formations, got to see through a little bit of a high lollipop kind of snap, rolling out. Nice little bounce there across the 50, 49-yard lines where we'll down it. Jasper makes a good decision.
Not a lot of
stays
distance
away.
on that punt. Great field position. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. So let's see what happens here.
Chance to run the old 2-minute offense here right before the half. Sure would be nice to get
Got 2 timeouts left
on the board again before the end of the half.
That seems would be plenty of time.
So 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Pitlick with Brazzi in the backfield. 2:46 to go here before halftime. Comes Olch in motion to the near side. And back to the far side. Pitlick's got it. Looking for a hole. Bouncing it outside. And no room to go.
Yeah, we didn't get the edge there.
No gain on that play.
Really nice job there that time.
Tackle made by number 56.
And that was a time-consuming play.
Mathis.
Yeah, you want to make sure, though, you don't, if it does happen, you don't give them any time with the ball back here. So, I mean, with 2 timeouts, we got plenty of time here if we do start to move the ball here. You can probably run it one more time here because I like the way our running game's going. Maybe run some
Olch across.
read option here.
Here's Brazzi rolling to his left. Cuts it back.
Get out of bounds.
Jukes his way to a 4 or 5 yard gain. Stops the clock with 1:56. It'll be 3rd and call it 5. 4.5. Now 5.
Yeah. It seemed like it moved back a little bit from where he had it out of bounds.
They keep moving the down marker there on the far side. 1:56 remaining here for the Mustangs.
Single coverage on Joey Romberg over here. Got the safety over top on the trips on the other side, so maybe we can get something over here to single receiver.
Brazzi fakes the right screen back to Pitlick to the left, and he's going to cut it back inside. 1st down. I think that stops the clock until they get it set.
Yep. We got lots of time here, Sean. We got lots of time.
Nice
30
play
yards
call there. Yep, indeed. Plenty of time here with 1:50 remaining before half.
1st and 10 Mustangs.
Mount Vernon on the ball here. 3 receivers to that far side once again. Nice little play call there with screen to the to the short side of the field. 1st down at the 33 of CPU.
Yeah, if you can get it to Pitlick in space, that's always a good thing.
It's Olch across. And here's Pitlick right up the middle. He's got a hole. Cutting it back outside. Can't quite break it outside. Will be enough for a 1st down.
He had eyes in the end zone there, didn't he?
Sure did.
He was seeing that cut back there. And
nice hole right up the middle there. 1st down, now down to the 22.
Tristan Lashley doing a nice job there at left guard. That was another nice job by him. He's been a nice surprise. Made lots of progress here over the last year.
2 receivers far side to the near side. Here's Pitlick with Brazzi. Olch now in motion. And it's Pitlick again right up the middle. Nothing doing that time. And down about the 20. Maybe time for a timeout here. And they do take one. 1:03. 1:03 to
Pitlick
go.
a little slow to get up there. But boy, he does a lot of work out there.
He does. And it made a difference when he wasn't able to continue in that Solon game. For sure. As Mount Vernon controlled the 1st half for the most part against the Spartans. 1:03 remaining here in the half. And Mount Vernon with a 14-7 lead.
Got to feel pretty good here because, you know, we seem to consistently be able to move the ball as long as we stay mistake-free here.
So we'll see what we've got dialed up here.
Good job, Truett.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got us back. Excellent.
Yeah, lots of things we've worked on here have been good. So,
Second,
you know, you got the.
Sorry, Ed.
Look at the inside. Sorry, look at the inside Look at the inside read here, read option. Where you do that fake and then maybe flip it out there to Pitlick again.
Here's Appleton in motion this time. Back to passes. Brosby swings it out here to Romberg, looking to get out of bounds, and does inside the 15.
I think is he close there? I can't. Don't have much of an angle here.
I think he's just short. Third down and less than a yard.
Romberg on the reception. 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs.
Oh, inches even. Still 59 seconds left. They're doing a nice job with clock management here. And
they're going to measure it, right?
Yeah, that's nice. We'll take that.
No, CPU called timeout.
Oh, they did. Well, we'll take that too.
CPU called timeout.
Give us an opportunity here to circle the wagons and get the right play call in. Ed, we're going to get to see the band at halftime.
They're down there, and I guarantee they're chomping at the bit. I guarantee Scott Weber's heart's racing about 165 beats a minute. And rightfully so. I mean, you know, you become a marching band instructor, you are in the marching band so that you can play an instrument and move around at the same time, which is the whole key to the thing, which we can actually do.
Absolutely.
And so this might be one of those where, you know, you got really 2 downs to make this. There's 2 ways to look at this. You know, maybe try to sneak something here and maybe try to get Pitlick on the edge somehow.
So 59 seconds remaining here in the half. Mount Vernon has got it. 3rd and inches on the CPU 13. Here comes Appleton across the formation.
They didn't move, so they must be
Brosby's got it
zone.
looking downfield. He's got Romberg again. Same play, same result. First down.
Boy, they're playing so far. They're man-to-man, and they're playing so far off of him that's stealing.
Do that
I mean, that's 8 yards every time they want to. That's like stealing.
Now you've got all the time in the world here. 55 seconds. Here's Brosby in the gun with Pitlick. Takes, and he's going to keep it himself. He's going to not quite
just
make
short,
it.
bounced.
Just shy, which, hey, that might be all right because you're ticking more clock here. You're inside the 1. You're about an inch away from the goal line here.
Got lots of time
Just
here.
take your time, boys. Don't need any reason to get all excited. Still 38 seconds remaining, and Brosby's going to take it under center and goose his way forward. Touchdown.
Roll
Touchdown,
into the end zone.
Mustangs.
Right over top of Clark Younggreen. Nice job by Clark.
Really nice drive there. Nice job by the coaches. Nice play calling. Nice clock management. And Mount Vernon storms down the field and extends the lead once again on CPU. Extra point upcoming.
And that's big because it's their ball to start the half. So
Ben Kroc for the extra point. Henry Ryan holding. Nice snap, nice hold. There's a nice looking kick, but it goes off the upright. No good.
Boy, that rattled the uprights. You see those
Sure
things
did.
bouncing
Hey,
there?
if you're going to hit them, you might as well hit them hard. As Mount Vernon now leads 20-7 with 33 seconds remaining.
Well,
here
as a
before
Chicago
halftime.
Bears fan, every time I see it hit, I get a little PTSD here. Shades of Cody Parkey start coming back in here. I'm got to sit down here, Sean. I'm not feeling well.
That's why we got that chair over there for you.
I was at that playoff game.
Don't let your aches and pains go untreated. Don't be content with less than ideal function of your body. Get back to an active and progressing lifestyle with help from Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness. At Ability Physical Therapy and Elite Fitness, our team of professional therapists, trainers, and office staff are dedicated to getting you back in your optimal physical function. Choose one of our 4 convenient locations in Center Point, Marion, Mount Vernon, and Solon. For total patient care, choose Ability Physical Therapy.
Probably only a family member said we weren't loud enough.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's better than when they tell us to turn it down, I guess.
Can you turn it way down?
33 seconds to go here before the half. As Mount Vernon has taken a 20-7 lead as they do the psych kickoff fake run up. Let's see if they actually kick that at some point later in the game. 33 to go here, second quarter. Hausner boots it downfield. Let's hope that stays in bounds. Nice kickoff.
It does.
And that's covered nicely about the 25-yard line. Picked up, that's Nathan Kurt.
In 27 seconds. That's about the way you want it to happen.
Ryan Barth, on the return. 27 remaining here, and the ball sits at the CPU 25-yard line. Play a little defense here and get out of here. Get the band on the field for halftime. Take that 20-7 lead into the locker room, we hope.
You got to feel good going into halftime that we've really consistently moved the ball in lots of different ways, had lots of success with lots of different things. And, I mean, they scored, but it was, you know, not totally on skill.
It's wrapped up here, and see if that's the last play of the half. It looks like it
should be.
Will be.
Kind of surprising that they don't want to try to throw something here, but they're content to let it run out.
And that'll be the end of the half as Mount Vernon heads into the locker room, the fictional locker room here at Mythical.
Well,
Locker room.
it's actually a
magical. Here they lead it.
It's actually a
20-7.
gazebo down
the gazebo, right
down
Just
the hill here.
More than what the Pointers get down in the corner. 20-7 your score at the half. Mount Vernon really controlled this game so far.
Yeah, it's been all very, very one-sided. It's probably not even as close as the score indicates right now. Because, I mean, you take away one mistake by us and a lucky play by them, and it's probably 28-0. And so now we get to see what Mr. Weber is
concocted.
Yeah, concocted is a very good way to put it. We've got props. We've got instruments I can't even identify.
Love the first performance of the year because we haven't seen it yet. It'll all be a surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here
please
they
welcome
come.
to the field your 2021 Marching Mustangs. The Marching Mustangs are led onto the field tonight by drum majors Ellie Barkalow, Dylan Winkler, and Molly Stedden. And color guard captains Sarah Fluharty, Emily Patton, and Dallas Olberding. The Marching Mustangs are proud to present their 2021 program, Chase. Their opener is entitled Open Up Wide and features our trumpet soloists Cale Dimmer and Stephen Wolf and color guard soloist Sarah Fluharty. Our second tune is entitled Hang Bags and Glad Rags and features Matthew Tierna on trumpet and Mirabelle Style on alto saxophone and guard soloist Dallas Olberding. Our closer is entitled Get It On and features our award-winning drum line. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tough year and a half, but the Marching Mustangs are back stronger than ever. Please make some noise for the return of your Marching Mustangs.
Ed Knight will just let you enjoy this halftime show.
I don't want to interrupt any of this, so
sit back and watch it with
enjoy the visual sights and sounds here of the Mustangs. Paycheck is, we'll pay you what we think we're worth, okay? That's how much I get paid, that's how much Sean gets paid. We all get paid what they think we're worth. We're just lucky to have to pay them to do this.
Drum majors Ellie Barkalow, Dylan Winkler, and Molly Stedden. Is the band ready? Marching Mustangs, the field is yours for halftime performance. Marching Mustangs. The band would like to give out a huge thank you to Lisa Stevenson, Karen Kripe, and Leah Stedden for all their hard work in measuring and fitting the entire band for uniforms. Also, a big thank you to the Mount Vernon administration, including Dr. Batenhorst, Mr. Brand, and Mr. Katie, for all of their support throughout the last year and a half. The band has a busy competition schedule and needs help hauling equipment on and off the field. If interested, please contact Mr. Weber or Liz Webster for details. The band opens competition season tomorrow afternoon at Fort Madison High School. The staff of the Marching Mustangs includes Brock Davenport, percussion, Elise Rodenberg, color guard, student teacher Mr. Zach Collins, Liz Webster, sound, Mike Owen, prop design, and overall premier band dad. The band is directed by Mr. Scott Weber. Ladies and gentlemen, your Marching Mustangs.
And the band does not disappoint once again, Ed. Great show.
No, it's
by the Marching Mustangs.
Boy, we came with lots of movement. I liked it. When you haven't moved around and played your instrument for a year and a half, you're going to move. You might as well move a lot. So they played, they moved, and boy, we had a lot of talented young people in Mount Vernon. There was color and movement and flags and drum lines, and you got Caleb Dosner down there who's going to play the drum walking off the field, and in less than 5 minutes here, he's going to kick the ball off to start second half.
That's great. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's why we raise our kids here, I think, right there.
That's why he's almost in a dead sprint here, getting off the field, because he's got to get his pads back on so he can kick off. Otherwise, we can't start the second half.
That's right. So Mount Vernon with a 20-7 lead as we head into the third quarter. This is I would think they got to be pleased with having a 2-score lead on CPU, a team that can put the screws to you defensively.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here. Obviously they start with the ball in the second half, and you get a 3 and out. You get we defensively. I know Coach Peterson liked to knock the ball loose a few times, because that hasn't been a real strength of ours here in these games. Is creating some turnovers and some big plays and giving our offense some short fields. So that'd be nice to knock the ball loose here and start working on some turnovers here.
Absolutely. CPU will start with the ball here in the second half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether they try to go to that spread a little bit more, because, boy, when they were tight, with going that regular pro formation with the out of the eye, they just didn't get a whole lot. And they haven't shown anything down the field.
Yeah, really not at all. And they really have counted on Werner pretty much exclusively in the backfield as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they get away from anything or they stick to their guns on that. And they want to grind it out and get to 3rd and 1.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but if you look, we're warming up basically in the same spot.
Yeah, we are.
We have both teams in the south
field.
end zone here. Our guys are ready to do some stretching,
Form
and
running.
their guys are in a circle there, and I think we're trying to decide. And our coaches are saying maybe you need to go to the other end. This is our end right here.
Yeah, there's a finger being pointed down to the other end. Why don't they just do all their form running together?
Yeah, just hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and
that's right. We're all in it together as CPU will scoot down to the west end of First Street Field as we count it down to the beginning.
Because that the stretching right here is really intense. I mean, these guys are really taking this serious.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, we give them 3 minutes, and they take full advantage of it.
Hopefully everyone's well hydrated this week.
Jordan Axtell stretching up here more than any one guy on the field right now.
A few scores for you. Dyersville Beckman 24-0 over Cascade. That's a second quarter score. Bellevue.
Beckman's got a good team this year.
They do. Bellevue leads Maquoketa Valley 21-0. That's a second quarter score. West Branch 37, Louisa Muscatine nothing second quarter. Comanche leading West Liberty 22-14. That's a second quarter score. Belle Plaine leading Colfax Mingo 28-7 third quarter. Edgewood Colesburg leading Elkader Central 44-0 fourth quarter. Waterloo Columbus leads MFL Marmac 13-0 third quarter score. Denver is leading Appleton Parkersburg 13-0 second quarter. Don Bosco 38, Colonesco 16 second quarter score. East Buchanan leads Albernet 14-0 second quarter. Grundy Center over Hudson 28-0 third quarter. Second quarter score, Regina leads Mediapolis 21-0. No score from Lisbon and Columbus.
We have a Clear Creek score. They're playing Liberty tonight.
They are indeed. North Lynn 40, Clayton Ridge nothing. See if I can, what I've got here off the old Gazette semi-live scoreboard. Live.
If there's not a lot live about that,
No.
okay.
Prairie leading Bettendorf in the second quarter 14-0. City High leads Dowling 14-10 second quarter. Linn-Mar leads Cedar Rapids, Washington 22-0 second quarter score.
Wow, Linn-Mar, they'll be 4-0 after that. Tim Lovell doing a great job at Linn-Mar.
Pleasant Valley leads Muscatine 14-3 second quarter. Fort Madison leads Washington 10-6. Washington traditionally pretty tough.
They've had a tough year this year.
Clinton 14-0 over Maquoketa, second quarter score. Here we go. Iowa City Liberty 14, Clear Creek Amana 0. That is a second quarter score. Mid Prairie leads Eddyville 20-0.
What was that? I didn't hear it. What'd you just say? Liberty and
CCA. Liberty leads 14-0, second quarter. Vinton leads undefeated Independence 13-7, third quarter. That's a big score
wow,
there.
That would be.
I think that's 1-3 Vinton leading undefeated Independence.
Independence is ranked 4th or 5th.
I believe so. Waukon leading North Fayette Valley 14-6 second quarter. Waverly Shell Rock leading West Delaware 6-0 third quarter score.
So those of you who are worried, Caleb went into the phone booth and changed into a Mustang football player right here and kicker. So he's going to kick off, start the half.
Do it all. Scores from the around the area as best as I could do for you right now as we head back to action. Here to start the third quarter. Mount Vernon kicking it off. Drummer / kicker. Caleb Dausner tees it up. And away we go here in the second half. See if he can keep this one in bounds, and he can. That's a nice little kickoff. It's been effective across the 20.
There you go.
And hit hard.
Good coverage by the Stangs there.
It was Panos on the tackle. And Ryan Barth on the return. So here we go. The first drive
set the
of
tone
the
here.
half is,
Set the tone here by the defense, and
always important.
He's done a really nice job flying to the ball tonight, gang tackling, surrounding the ball. So keep that going here.
Here we go. CPU takes over on their own 27-yard line. 1st and 10. First offensive play of the second half. Rolling to his left, under some pressure, lets it roll down
wheel route there.
And nice coverage. Oh, they're going to throw a flag on that.
Yeah.
Boy, looked like pretty nice coverage there.
Yeah, it's kind of, that's tough. They haven't thrown deep all day, and they run that post pattern, and they run a wheel route in behind, and we were step for step. It's just a little bad luck there. I mean, we had that really well covered, got tangled up a little bit. Could not have been called interference, and they called it. So
Gardner on the coverage. That'll be
the OG had good coverage there, though.
First down, CPU now at their own 42. So a positive play there for Hovels. He lets it loose downfield, picks up a PI, and they've got it first down at their own 42. Tight formation again. Here's Werner this time, picking his way nowhere to go. Nave and
nice job.
Young Green.
Jasper's right underneath
Jasper's
there.
as well. Wait to see who's at the bottom of that. And no gain. 2nd and 10. Nice play.
Well, Jaspers covers a lot of ground in there, and one of those guys who just doesn't get blocked very much. Some of that's our defensive line with Jack Drehos and Tavian Gorsh up there eating up blocks. Adam Deeb doing a nice job at left tackle there.
Warner and Hoskins here behind Havel.
Little
Havel
blitz.
Rolling to his left under pressure from Pitlick. And then
Oh, nice job.
Causes the overthrow. It'll be
Pitlick
third
was
down.
right in his face mask. Made him throw it quick, and Jaspers had pretty good coverage there too, but he had to throw that way before he wanted to.
Third down coming up here for CPU. Just underway here in the second half. Mount Vernon leading at 27. And a big third down here.
Get off the field in third down here, and a lot of success blitzing off the edge here.
And here's Werner in the backfield.
It's like we're in some man-to-man here.
Havel rolling to his left again. He's going to stop and pull. And nice play by Henry Ryan.
Really
managed
nice.
to go
Went
over the
top
back
of it,
without touching the receiver. What a great play by Henry Ryan.
I'm not sure he got a piece of the ball, but went right in front of the ball, so I don't think he could see it at all.
What a great play.
For a second, I thought he was going to get on his back and we'd get another pass interference, and went right over top of him.
That looked more like pass interference than the one that was called, but as it is, Mount Vernon gets off the field on third down. And they're looking to get the ball back here. Ulch and Jaspers back to receive the punt. There's that kind of looping snap, and that'll bounce and roll about the 27-yard line.
Yep, 27. Well, we'll start right there and see if we try a big hitter like they did on their first play.
Come out here, run down the field, and get some points. That would set the tone here for the second half, to be sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're the kind of team that can be 3 scores down. They don't have that kind of offense.
Two receivers far side to the near side. Pitlick with Brozzi in the backfield. Comes Romberg across the formation. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to throw it. He sure is. Oh, he just missed his man out there. That's Brady Erickson. Had the receiver beat.
Yeah, they showed some, well, both teams. They ran a wheel route, and we ran a speed option. Speed option into our speed sweep into a halfback pass. So both teams thinking, let's hit them big and hard.
2nd and 10 from the 27. Same formation. Brozzi surveys. Comes Appleton in motion. Brozzi sprinting out to his right. Looks
Straight
like he's
quarterback run.
Throw it, and he can't
Ooh,
get
nice
turned
tackle.
upfield.
That was a nice tackle. That's the first time he's been tackled by the first tackler all night.
No gain on that play. 3rd and 10.
Tackle made by number 6, Drew Johannes.
That was Johannes with the nice tackle for CPU. 3rd and 10 from their own 27. Mount Vernon hasn't got any momentum yet here on this drive. Brozzi comes Appleton in motion. Brozzi takes, looks downfield. He's got a receiver. There's Erickson.
Brady
He's got
Erickson. Yep, nope, nothing there. Nice job tackling.
Pass complete, number 35, Brady Erickson. Tackle made by number 6, Drew Johannes.
Johannes again on the sure tackle. Nice series there for Johannes. Drew Johannes, 2 nice tackles. 4th down for the Mustangs here, 4th and 5 on their own 32. They'll have to punt it away. Rare punt here for Mount Vernon in this ball game.
Lashley did a really nice job picking up the blitz. They blitzed an inside linebacker, and Tristan sat there and picked him up.
That rugby-style punt. Nice kick.
Fair catch.
Faircon at the 36-yard line, and that's where CPU will take over. Hoskins with the fair catch.
Trading back and forth about the 35-yard line back and forth. So,
1st and 10, Stormin Pointers.
I mean, it's not what we want, but we can do that for quite a while.
Yeah, that's right. We're not the team that has to score. 9:26 remaining here, 3rd quarter. Mount Vernon like to get get themselves off in 3 here, get the ball back.
And they're back into that
Tight.
eye.
Hoskins and Werner in the backfield. Here it's kept by. Rolling out that hits Hoskins. And a nice little pass to the running back.
Ooh,
Just
boy,
about
he
gets
almost
away.
broke loose there.
Colin Hoskins.
Well, Hobble rolling out to his right, hits Hoskins. That's been a good combo for them.
Yeah,
Here
that was a
tonight.
well-designed play there.
Just about ran out of the tackle. Little waggle play.
That was a nice throw.
First down for CPU at the Mount Vernon 46-yard line. Good start to the drive here for CPU. High formation. Rolling out again is
Option
Hobble.
here.
And there's the
Bounce it, bounce it,
relationship.
bounce it.
Nice,
Just
nice play there from Pitlick.
Boy, I say that's got to make Coach Peterson really happy because that's exactly the way they draw it up in practice. Bounce, 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 and make the play.
And Pitlick had that outside contain. Of course, if he stiff arms Pitlick gets away, he's got some yardage there. So Pitlick does a nice job of working his responsibility. About a 4 or 5 yard loss here, 4-yard loss. Ball placed at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 14 for CPU. I formation. Back to pass is Hobble. Look for a screen here. A little out pattern, and we bid on that. Tried to undercut the pattern, and that's complete. First down across our
Caden
25-yard
Stimmel tried to
line.
undercut it again, and
Number 9,
Christian Burkhardt on the catch.
I'm not even sure he's he's throwing that over the top. I think we just get a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
And
A little anxious undercutting that route, and goes for big yardage. First down to the 23 for CPU. I formation. Once again, they're doing a lot more out of this I formation than they were in the first half. There's Hobble, gives it right up the middle to Werner. And he's
a little quick hitter.
met quickly.
Little trap block on the inside there.
We'll get, call it 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And Trenton Pitlick kind of underneath that and made that tackle at 2 yards deep. That's pretty darn good.
2nd and 7 coming up. Ball on the Mount Vernon 20-yard line. 7:24 remaining here, 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Werner. Pick his way forward.
A little short, probably about 2 yards short of the first down.
He'll be
No,
first
it's the
down.
first. No,
what are we doing? Yeah, first down.
I was looking at the wrong yard line. Yeah, first down.
So 1st and 10. They can get a first down inside the 2. So 1st and 10 at the 12. Nice drive here for CPU. I formation once again, unbalanced line. It's Hoskins
Nice
this
play
time.
there. Nice play there.
Doesn't get anything that time. Play like that, we wonder what we're being set up for. Second down, give him 2. 2nd and 8 now. 6:38
Clark Younggreen
remaining.
filled really well on that one there. An extra defensive back in the game now.
It's Jackson Hurd running on.
He's our nose guard here. This is our rush group here.
And
oh
it
boy.
pays off. There's Pitlick. He's got Havel wrapped up for a big loss back to the 20-yard line. Nice play by Pitlick.
That's one of the things when you go under center like that, you got no shot.
3rd and 18 coming up here for CPU. Nice play by Pitlick. A big situation. 3rd and 18. Ball way back at the 20 now. They got to get inside the 2.
You'd think they probably got to try to get 8 or 9 here and then 8 or 9 on the next one.
Their play clock's down to 10 here. As they bring it up to
Some
the
trips
line.
there.
Werner the lone setback here.
Oh, they jumped. They
And
jumped.
Going to add 5 more on
Tight end.
to the damage.
Whew. They weren't even, he was just blocking the backside and he jumped. That's drive a coach crazy.
And we'll make it 3rd and 23. Ball on the 25.
He wasn't even part of the route. He was just going to block the backside and he just got a little antsy and jumped early. And
Now you need 12 and 12 on that combo.
it's a little more difficult.
5:30 remaining here, third quarter. And here they come up in that I formation once again. Havel under center. He's going to roll out to his left under pressure again, and he's got him.
Again.
Pitlick along with Cardell Berry on the sack. Big sack, and it's...
Boy, they haven't blocked 5 yet. I mean, every single time he's thrown, Trenton has been in his face.
They might do all the punt this at this point, way back at the 32-yard line. I'm guessing they're probably going to run a play, but it's now fourth and 32 with the ball. This was 1st and 10 at the 12 is where they started this series of downs. Make sure that we can.
It's 4th down, right?
It is 4th down.
Because the scoreboard, anyway, so it's 4th.
There's Howell rolling to his left. They've got him contained.
He's in lots of trouble.
In his face. The throwback the other
It's
side.
gonna be
Nice
no gain.
job. Great job by Henry Ryan recognizing
gains
that.
4 yards.
Design throwback the whole way. And Mount Vernon, after facing 1st and 10 at their own 12, not only turns them away, but ends up giving the offense
pretty good field
good
position.
Field position at the 30.
Well, 2 sacks will do that for you. 2 sacks and a penalty.
Penalties, yep.
But the 2 sacks were really big plays.
So here comes Mount Vernon back with the ball. 2 receivers far side to the near side. Pitlick with Brozzi.
Get something moving here.
Here comes Panos across the formation. And he's going to get the ball whipped out there by nice block there from
run.
Appleton. Here comes Panos around the end. And he's got it across.
Tackle him a little high there.
45. And that's a Richardson Hanson Holtz Insurance first down.
I like that.
Yeah. Our first down sponsor this year. Do a better job of following the script on that. I get all caught up in the game. First down, Mount Vernon ball on their own 45-yard line.
Well, we know that's Jordan Axtell's fault.
That's exactly. We established that earlier. Here's Panos again.
Got to lay that foundation.
This time it's
There's
Pitlick.
Pitlick.
Wow, what a push from the offensive line. No one
touched
even
him till he was
near
6 yards deep.
7 yards over the right side.
And he picks his way for the easiest 7 yards he'll probably ever run for.
He kept waiting for somebody to get there, and there was just nobody there.
I think he was surprised at
Number 57.
what he saw across midfield. He goes, great push by the offensive line on that one. 2nd and 3, ball on the CPU 48.
Right side over there, Brad Vissel and Drejos.
And rolling out
Little
is
option.
Braz. He's going to option off to Panos, and that you don't want. The guy covering the quarterback
pitched a little too soon. Didn't make him commit.
Really nice play there by Cannon Tupa, who had the quarterback but managed to make the play on the pitch guy, which should not. That's not what you want as an offense.
Convinced him he was going to go for the quarterback and then didn't.
3rd and 3 now for
Little
Mount
gamesmanship there.
Whipping it out here to Panos, straight up the field. Nice block from Appleton.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
That was a nice play.
really was. Appleton had a nice block set up.
He was
for him.
engaged with Appleton, and he tackled Panos at the same time.
Short gain of the play. Brings up 4th and 2.
So
I got to go for this
and
here.
less than 2. See what we do here.
About 1.5 yards. I don't think we'll even consider it. I mean, consider, nothing but going for it.
Here's Brozzi. He's going to go under center here. See if he tries to draw him off. Nope. Here we go. We're going to run it out here to Pitlick. He's going to cut it back inside. First down and more. Cuts it back across the 30. Nice run here from Pitlick. A nice blocking out there by Romberg and others.
Boy, if you get him out on the edge with nobody else out there, and it's really, that puts a lot of pressure on those outside contain.
Danger, Will Robinson. Another Richardson Hanson Holtz first down for the Mustangs.
Also number 29, Parker Luska.
2:21.
That makes it seem like a little extra special first down.
It does.
Like we earned it just a little bit more.
That's absolutely right. It's almost like we bought a little insurance. They bought us some insurance. Panos across the formation in motion. Here's Owen Brozzi. He's going to pull it out of the belly of Pitlick this time, and a nice tackle made there. That's Hoskins, who's had a really nice game tonight, has Hoskins both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's a nice linebacker.
3.
Loss of 3 on the play.
He's been by far their surest tackler.
Agreed. And maybe their best receiver, and definitely their best receiver tonight as well. 1:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon leading it 20-7. They've really controlled the majority of this ball game. Here's Bronzy. Takes, looking straight downfield, and whip it out to Olch to the far side.
That's been there all day.
Made 3 or 4.
They're playing that zone, and they play so far off that they can't get anybody out there. That's just been there all day. You can get 5 or 6 yards on that every single time.
Well, that'll bring up about a 3rd and call it 11.
They give him a great mark on that. I thought he had a couple more than that, but
I'm going by where they put the marker down over there. Looks like 3rd and 11 according to that. 3rd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
I would think we got 2 downs to get it here. Probably try to get 5 or 6 here.
Pitlick with Bronzy in the backfield.
Maybe hit something over the top here to Romberg.
Here's Bronzy, nice protection. Wow, a lot of time. Oh, ball's up in the air, and that one's picked off on the carom. Bring him down here. Is that Hoskins?
Yeah.
It is, and Hoskins has got it.
Well, he's been all over the place. He's a
late
menace.
Flag here, so let's see what's going on with that. It'll be CPU's football, but there was a late post-play flag, so that's going to make a difference one way or the other here.
Yeah, 15 yards here will make a big difference.
Let's see which way this goes. 33 seconds remaining here, third quarter. Let's see, this is a big penalty here. Dead ball, personal foul, and it's going to go against Mount Vernon. We, of course, have no idea what happened over there.
Yeah, it was just a mass of humanity. And
so that puts the ball in real solid field position here for CPU. Getting back in this game, what do they need? Turnovers and big penalties against Mount Vernon.
Defense has been stout tonight, so
they have.
This is one of those things you talk about. Quick change here. Be careful about them trying to hit something big right here.
33 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon turns it over on the carom. And here we go. Here's the rollout and more pressure by the Mustangs. They've had a lot of pressure.
That went in the second row of the stands.
Yeah.
A guy in the stands had a play on that one and didn't catch it.
Hobble whips that out of bounds. Hey, if you're going to throw it away, right?
Boy, his life has been threatened every single time he goes back to pass. He has not had one time where he wasn't threatened.
That time it looked like Jack Dreyhouse with the pressure. 2nd and 10, high formation.
Here they come again.
Here comes Werner, patience, picking his way. Nice play there by Henry Ryan. Henry's had a really nice game here tonight.
Well, they've been with that 2 deep safety and done a really nice job, our 2 safeties, but especially Henry's been our fill man at safety most time. And that's getting a good read and then just trusting your instincts and coming up and making the play. So
had a fabulous pass breakup earlier in the game. He get out of bounds there? Clock is stopped.
Must have. Here they come again. Boy, they're blitzing every time.
Screen.
Oh boy, got him from behind.
Boy, really
got him
nice
from
job.
behind.
Is that Dreyhouse?
Yeah.
Because he kind of lofted it up there and gave
a little much. Jaspers. It was Jaspers.
Yep. Gave everybody a chance to recover.
Because that looked big there for a second.
Yeah, well, I think if he would have jetted that ball out there a little more quickly.
That'll be the half, probably. That'll be the quarter. Well, they might try to get one more in here.
1st and 10 at the 39. They've had it in our territory a couple times here in the second half. Haven't been able to convert. Here's Werner right up the gut. First down.
Ooh, nice run.
Move. He's going to have a first down.
Well, there we go.
So a lot like the last drive. Remember they got deep in our territory.
We're doing that bend but don't break right here.
That's right.
But it's we need a turnover here. In one of these close games, we need to knock the ball loose.
As we head to the fourth quarter here, let's see who we're going to hear from sponsor-wise. Want to buy some blinds or a new car?
New window coverings are a fantastic way to update and transform a space, and in this part of the country, we hope you'll consider Budget Blinds. Your local franchisee, the Sill family, and their many team members recently received 2 huge national honors. They won the National Franchisee of the Year award from Budget Blinds, and they earned our National Best of the Best award for customer satisfaction based on their record of outstanding customer reviews for years. We love that Budget Blinds has the huge selection and buying power of a big national chain, but operates with the personal touch that comes with local family businesses. If you're looking for stunning blinds, shades, shutters, drapery, the Budget Blinds team has what you need both residentially and commercially. The Sill family will bring many great design ideas to the table in an in-home consultation. Then their installation teams will make sure that your window coverings are installed professionally, ensuring many years of enjoyment. Please visit budgetblinds.com to schedule your free in-home consultation.
And here comes CPU, first down at the Mount Vernon 29-yard line. Check that 28-yard line. Here's Hobble pitching it out. Who else? Werner. And a nice tackle made out there by Gardner.
Oliver Gardner and Brazzi both made a nice play. Oliver came off the block of the wide receiver and stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that's a nice play.
Gained about a foot.
Second 9.
Taking on that block and moving upfield.
2nd and 9 called at the 28. Fourth quarter just underway. Here's Werner again, right up the gut, squirts ahead for some decent yardage. It'll bring up a big 3rd down. To thank our sponsors once again: Lynn Woodley Construction, Lynch Ford Chevrolet, Gary's Foods, Copenhagen and Associates, Iowa Physical Therapy, Mount Vernon Bank and Trust, Downtown Dental, Brown's Plumbing, Budget Blinds of Eastern Iowa, Yachts Landing, Scores, and Wilkie's Liquor. 3rd down, 3rd and 6 at the Mustang 24. There's Werner, and he's going to get the first down
Nice
a little
job.
bit more. So a big pickup on 3rd down.
Boy, it's
going to
get tighter and tighter and tighter inside of there because they've shown no ability to throw the ball because he has no time to throw it. So we're going to see a lot of Werner right up the middle.
Of our sponsors: Palisade Family Dental, Mercy Care Community Physicians, Mount Vernon Family Dentistry, Hall & Hall Engineering. 1st and 10 for CPU. 10:40 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Here's a give up front to Hoskins.
Ooh,
He's
fullback there.
got decent yardage. Call it 4 yards.
4 yards up the middle.
They're doing a nice job on the inside there. That quick hitter before we can really get set up.
Assistant number 33, Jackson
That sheer image, photo image. Chameleons Pub and Grub, Bauman and Company, Bridge Community Bank, Mount Vernon Chiropractic. 2nd and 6 here for CPU.
Defense seems maybe showing a little fatigued here a little bit. We've been on the field for a lot of plays here in the 2nd half.
Here's Werner again. They stand him up, and they'll force another 3rd down.
A lot of human beings within 5 yards of the ball right now.
I'd like to thank Bluegrass Enterprises, Hills Bank and Trust Company, Ability Physical Therapy, and Richardson Hanson Hotes Insurance Company. Our sponsors here on Mustang Vision for the 2021 season. 3rd and 5 coming up for CPU. I'd call it a big 3rd down, but we're in 4th down.
You know they're going for it on 4th
territory.
down, so best thing here is if they would throw it, because I think it'll probably end up in a sack again.
High formation.
Because here we come.
Here's Hobble.
Off the
He's gonna
edge.
roll out just right, and here
Brazzi.
comes Brazzi, the throwback. Boy, that throwback was open.
He gets a little bit more on that, he scores.
Yep. It's that Dallas Clark play.
If he gets even a little bit more on that, he scores. But
Credit Owen Brazzi with the pressure, which is why he didn't get the pass there. So here's the big 4th down.
Never got his feet underneath him.
Really big 4th down here for CPU.
But what have they had? 4 or 5 4th downs tonight?
A lot of 4th downs that have been. Not a lot of punting at all. 9:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Big 4th down for CPU. They need some points here on this drive if they want to stay in the ball game. And we're going to have a timeout? Timeout CPU.
You want to talk about this one because this is a momentum changer here.
Ed, I'm looking out at that east end zone, and there's a lovely house down there with, it looks like, some beautiful new construction going on.
Well, we're almost done.
Looks really nice.
We'll be done 25 weeks from now when our fireplace comes in. So
That's right.
That's the average weight on a fireplace. So any of you people out here looking for a fireplace, it's 25 weeks right now.
Well, hey, at least you've got running water.
I've heard that that's a problem in some parts of our neighborhood.
Yeah. Yep. So if any member of the Moore family smells a bit ripe over the weekend, apologies, but hey, we got a little.
It's lucky this is on Friday and not Monday game, right?
That's right. That's right.
It's not Monday night football.
That's right. I just shower once a week anyway, so I'm probably still on schedule.
These quarters up here would be even tighter if it was.
Right. Thank goodness we have a community center with showers. 4th down here and 5 for CPU. Big play in the ball game. 20-7, Mount Vernon leading it. There's Hobble under center. Going to give it off and a little jump pass and just over the outreach hand of Brazzi. Touchdown, CPU. Nice little play there. Tim Tebow with a touchdown pass.
That was a nice play. And again, that was their second touchdown, and both of them have been by about a total of about 4 inches.
That's right.
They've been successful. But boy, that puts a whole new spin on this game.
So Warner with the touchdown pass.
He's done quite a bit for them tonight, hasn't he?
Nice play call.
Big extra point here.
Up, and
And
that is no
can't be
good. I don't have to wait for it.
Oh,
it is good.
The extra point is good.
I thought for sure it was no good.
It looked like that ball. I didn't think that ball was ever more than like 8 feet off the ground.
I wasn't going to even wait for an indication. I thought for sure it was no good, but it is good. And
It looked like it was low and left.
I thought it was to the left. 20-14 is your score. Ugly kicks are beautiful if they go through the uprights. So 20-14, things tightening up here in the 4th quarter, 9:15 to go.
Those are the 2 best bad kicks I've ever seen.
That's right.
Successful bad kicks.
While Mount Vernon and CPU living up to what's been the history lately in a real tight, hard-hitting ball game, 20-14, 9:15 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Time to our offense to get some momentum back here. Put together a drive.
Yep. Need to eat some clock, put some points on the board. Stretch this out to a multi-score football game again.
We definitely don't want them getting the ball back because they've moved it pretty well this half.
They have. Mount Vernon leads at 20-14. 9:15 to go here, 4th quarter. In our last non-district ball game of the year. Good one here with CPU.
Well, we caught that one in the air. There we go.
And that's going to be kept here on the near side. Nice little cut. Here's a cut. Oh, if he could have made that cut a little quicker. That's Keith Stimmel with a nice
Stimmel
return.
again.
Boy, he had a little bit of an alley there. Stimmel with a nice return. And Mount Vernon takes over with good field position. That's big here, too. We also want to play mistake-free football. That's the other thing. Continue to be aggressive, but take care of the football. 2 receivers far side to the near side. Pitley
Nice to get a big play here.
with Brazzi in the backfield. Panos across the formation in motion. He'll swing it out to Panos, and he's going to drop that one. 2nd and 10 coming
Incomplete. Yeah, you're always a little concerned when you throw that swing pass to make sure that you cover that thing up so it's not a fumble, but that was definitely a forward pass.
So 2nd and 10.
We have half-price sandwiches at the concession stand. Half-price sandwiches.
For those, did you hear that? For those of you listening, half-price sandwiches. You can get here; they're half price.
Heard it loud and clear. And
might be worth the drive over here.
Jordan Axel had to hold me back. Reminded me I still have the job to do here. 2nd and 10.
Load up and feed the family for the next week.
Our own 33. Inside, get to Pitt. Look, he's got good yardage.
Nice jump. Boy, did you see that little jump he made right there in the middle?
1st down and more. Nice run.
He was right at the line of scrimmage. He made a little planted his foot, made a little jump left, and turned that into a 12-yard run.
It might just be Pitlick time. Time maybe to keep feeding him and let that offensive line pave the way. 1st down. Richardson, Hanson, Holtz Insurance. 1st down for the Mustangs.
Give him several touches here in a row.
Start to lean on that defensive line a little bit. And here he comes again. Running outside this time.
He's
got an
going
alley.
again.
40, 35, and he's tiptoes his way for an extra. Let's see how many more yards he gets. Another good 7-8 yards. Great run by Pitlick down the near
21.
sideline. And we're in business now on the CPU 21-yard line.
I think he should probably touch it again.
This could be one of those drives where you just yank the heart out of them after they go down and score. We can put some points on the board here.
Shows a lot of, a lot of toughness, and this is what good teams do. Battle back and put one up on the board. And
first down at the 21. Pitlick gets it again. He's got a nice block
He's
from
on the
Appleton.
edge.
He's going to use the edge instead. Nice tackle there. I think that was Kurt, either Kurt or Barth out there. Nice run from Pitlick. Good yardage. Gets 5 more.
He's so good at Dave. You think you've got him contained, you think you got the edge, and he just kind of slow plays it, then accelerates right outside of you.
Well, Appleton gave you a nice option. He had the opportunity to turn it up, and he decided to turn on the jets and got 5 off the left side. 3 receivers down here to the bottom. Romberg alone.
Time to put this one in the books.
Brazzi giving a Pitlick right up the middle, and he's got good yardage again. First down and more. Still chugging along inside the 5 is Pitlick. First and goal.
Yeah, there's no mistakes here. Give it to him one more time, and there's no mistakes.
Yeah, no jump passes needed down in here.
Give it to him one more time here.
First and goal, Mount Vernon.
7:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon leads at 20-14 and driving. First and goal at the CPU 4. There's Panos back in the formation. Surprise, surprise. Here's Brazzi keeping it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage almost. Gets about back to the 5. Nice job just to get back toward the line of scrimmage as CPU had done a nice job bottling that one up.
Yeah, they thought they'd run that read option, and they thought that they would. Everybody except for one went with Pitlick.
Right.
It's that lone ranger there that ended up throwing a wrench in our plans.
Did his job. Second and goal from the 5. Working that clock a little bit here as well.
I think giving Trent a little chance to rest here.
Right. Here's Brazzi back to pass, looking for Pitlick. And he goes down. Had him for just a second.
They undercut that one, and there wasn't any place to throw it.
Yep.
So
6:28 remaining. Now it's 3rd and 13. 3rd and goal from the 13 all of a sudden.
here you just want to make sure you give yourself a chance to get points, because I think Crocker can make it from here, but just want to make sure. I mean, we can obviously score here, but I think we need to get the ball in 5's hands here, just see what he can do with it.
Well, 3 would be big and keep it a 2-score ball game. Here's Brazzi sprinting out to his right. Nice block there from Pitlick. I think he got in. Did he get in?
Nope.
I can't tell from
No, he
my
didn't.
angle.
He didn't. He's got about a yard to go.
So here we go. 4th and goal from the 1. Yeah, we got to peek out into the stick my head outside the press box, and yeah, just inside the 1. Thanks, Ed. So here we go. 4th and goal from the 1. Let's see if Brazzi just gets under center and they goose it.
We're going to call time, just like they did.
Yep.
We're going to call timeout because this is kind of a big play.
Now, if they run a jump pass, it'll be a little ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Lisa Lansing. One part of our business plan at Lynch is actually pretty simple. Find, hire, properly train, and then retain high-quality employees who can provide exceptional customer service. Our team works really hard at this because we truly believe it's the right thing to do for our customers. So if you've done business with us before, thank you. And if you haven't, I invite you to please visit us at Lynch Ford and Lynch Chevrolet in Mount Vernon and come see for yourself how we really are selling and servicing a lot of cars in a very different way.
And here we go. Mount Vernon's got it. 4th and goal just inside the 1-yard line of CPU. 5:55 remaining here, trying to put the nail in the coffin here for CPU, getting their personnel straightened out. Henry Ryan will step in. Pano steps out. Ball is in play. 4th and goal from the 1. Let's see what.
I'm guessing he'll line up under center and
Coach Meester has dialed up.
Well, we're going to do this.
We got 2 backs in the
I'm
gun.
guessing 5's going to touch it, but we'll see.
Here we go, rolling out. Inside handoff, touchdown. Nice call there, Ed. Touchdown to Pitlick. And that's a
No
dagger.
reason to try to outthink yourself there. Give it to your best player. And
Nice job of the left side of that offensive line as Pitlick just walked in one of the easier runs he's had tonight as Mount Vernon extends the lead to 26-14.
nice
Extra
job
point
by
pending.
Adam Deeb there. Nice job by the Deebster.
So we're going to go for 2 here.
He barely got touched.
We will not see an ugly extra point here. Three receivers down here to the near side. Pitlick with Brazzi. Brazzi's going to sprint out to his right, whip it out, and that's going to fall incomplete. Intended for Ryan. Nice coverage over there by CPU. I think that is Cannon Tupa. So Mount Vernon gets the touchdown they need, and
That was a big one. That's one of those drives that good teams make right there.
That's right. Feels a lot more comfortable than a few minutes ago when we gave up the little Tim Tebow jump pass by Werner. As it is 5:53 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon out to a 26-14 lead over CPU. Defense can get in here, slam the door. We all go home happy. Keep meaning to get Anna Moore's conference taken care of. Maybe we need to let a few more games go by. We'll get her student
report.
Her parent-teacher conference taken care of here on.
We'll do it at halftime one of these
There
days.
we go, yeah. On air for all of Mount Vernon too. Anna will really appreciate that, I can tell you.
You have to give me some time to make something up that would be negative to say about your daughter. It would take some while to try to think of something.
It would be, I'd have to agree with that. She's a lot like her mom. Here we go now, Mount Vernon kicking it off here. 5:53 remaining, fourth quarter. As play clock's kind of ticking down here to get this kickoff off down at 3. Then we're going to dribble one downfield. Nice. And they're running backwards with it.
Try to get the edge here, and he's going nowhere.
Panos and Ryan are all over that.
About a negative 8-yard return right there. Really good job by the Mustangs of covering that.
Nice kick as well.
Kick was returned by number 3, Bryson Cunningham.
So CPU sets up 1st and 10. They will have it. Where will they have it? Looks like their own 19-yard line.
At one time, they were almost to the 30 on that return.
That's right.
Well, I think they got to have a little sense of urgency here because they got to score, get the ball back, and score again. So
that's right. I formation. Hobble rolling out to his left. And now he's got Hoskins. He's got some room there.
He missed a tackle.
Wrestle him down. Tough to bring down.
Boy, that's a good start there.
I think the key to the defense from here on out is accounting for Hoskins down the stretch here, because that's a nice little dump off and run. Second there, they had no one between he and the goal line.
We had some tackling angles, but we didn't have anybody actually in front of him.
Outran those, and then when someone did get a hold of him, he just dragged him along. Nice catch there and run from Hoskins. First down on their own 48 for CPU.
I think we need to account for him.
There's Hobble going to whip it out here to the hook and ladder. Here it comes. Brazzi not fool at all, and really nicely covered by Mount Vernon. If anyone has perfected the hook and ladder,
Caden Stimmels came in there.
Sure did. Nicely played.
Because they were man-to-man, and so we had Brazzi over the top, and that was Stimmels' man, and he stayed with him.
Warner, tackle made by number 2, Owen
Brazzi.
Also number 21, Caden Stimmel.
Second and 6. Mount Vernon 47, 4:54 remaining the ballgame. Here's Werner. Nice carry,
first down.
Tackle from
Henry Ryan.
First down for Werner. Just a good football play. just a good football play.
Well, it's that's that double safety look where you, if they run your way, you come up and you fill, and that's what you're supposed to do. Ryan Nave getting a little break here.
1st and 10 at the 41 of Mount Vernon. I formation for CPU once again.
We need a turnover here.
Hobble rolling to his right. There's a little bit of a hold. And that's thrown out of bounds. A little jersey pull there, Ed.
As long as you didn't run it on purpose.
No, a good pressure there applied.
The referee, in his infinite wisdom, decided he didn't really do it on purpose. So
does that make a difference?
I think it does. He didn't mean to. At least that's what my Grandma Beulah always used to say.
Here's Werner again, picking his way forward. Drives his way forward for 4 yards.
4 yards over the right side.
3rd down coming up here for CPU. 3rd and 6.
Kind of surprised they keep huddling here and don't get a little more sense of urgency here, because
it's weird. 3rd downs don't feel like 3rd downs. 4th downs feel like 3rd downs tonight.
Yeah, it feels like they go for it on 4th down every time.
Here's Hobble rolling to his left. Under a little bit of pressure, lets it go.
I thought we had our first turnover. Oh. Stillman made a nice play on that ball. It just
He did.
Couldn't get underneath it. Well, here we go. The infinite number of 4th down attempts for them.
4th down without a punt.
Number 9, Christian Burkhardt.
You're setting a record here
Pass
tonight.
plays broke up by number 1, Caden Stibble.
3:53 remaining here in the ball game. 4th and 6.
The statistic of the game isn't going to be 3rd down conversion. It's going to be 4th down conversions.
That's right. Mount Vernon defense has done pretty well.
We're blitzing again. Here we come. Everybody's coming.
And rolling out. See if some pressure on. Just whips it downfield. Now it's a punt. And it falls.
He dropped that, yeah.
Incomplete. Oh, Mount Vernon will take over at their own 37. 3:44 remaining in the ball game. Get a couple first downs here. And it should wrap it up.
They're down to what, two timeouts?
I think we got 2 timeouts.
Now that shouldn't make any difference. We put together a drive here and just.
That's right.
Hands to number 5 a few times and.
12-point lead. Kind of nice to
get ready for the district play.
Get another score on the board would be nice. We just have to take care of the ball here, get a couple first downs, and we can go home. Bronzy's got it right up the middle to Pitlick. No surprise there. He's got good yardage. Across the
really
50,
good yardage.
Down inside the 45.
Got tackled in bounds.
And a first down and moving the chains across midfield. Little 29-yard jaunt there for Pitlick. 1st and 10, now down on the CPU 42.
Take 30 more seconds off the clock here.
3:32 remaining. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock.
This has been the 2 Trenton Pitlick possessions. He's gotten almost every single yard in both these possessions. I think he's gotten every single yard in both these possessions.
Here is Bronzy now. Sends Panos in motion. And he's going to pull it down.
There we
right
go.
Up the middle goes Bronzy. Trying to cut it outside. He gets outside. 20. And down about the 15-yard line. Nice run for Owen.
Nice job staying in bounds there by Owen.
27-yard carry for Bronzy.
3:01 remaining on the clock. 26-14.
Bronzy on the run. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Pointer 15-yard
Get that clock going.
First down, Mount Vernon. Another Richardson, Hanson, Holtz insurance. First down for the Mustangs. 2:46 remaining. I'm trying to say 1st and 10. CPU 15-yard line. And here's Pitlick right up the middle.
Wow.
The line is just.
Clark Younggreen
he
almost ran clean into the end zone with him.
Close to first down yardage.
So the offensive line now just blowing things up at the point of attack. First down, now 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Mind seeing
Younggreen, Drehos, and Lashley, those 3 guys right in the center there, they just drove them right down the field 8 yards deep. I'd run exactly the same play and have them meeting in the end zone there because our offensive line will drive them right back in there.
Got to take a timeout here. So the clock ticks. No, we decided not to. And now we decided to.
Yeah, we needed to take that timeout. It was.
Yeah, it was looking a little confused there. So good timeout taken there by Brazzi, and they killed.
Take the maximum amount of time off the game clock.
They sure did.
There was like 0.8 seconds left.
Again, Mount Vernon moving to 3A this year. Makes us one of the smaller 3A schools. Davenport, Assumption, Benton, Central DeWitt, Maquoketa, Vinton, Shellsburg are our district comrades. And we will head to Benton next week, see the Benton Bobcats. Sean Fiftner, AD over there, great guy, fantastic guy. He promised us sandwiches. He promised us to take care of us over there at Benton, Ed.
Next week?
Next week. So, yeah, we'll be not probably, we'll have audio only. But it'll be a good time over at Benton next Friday night as we begin district play.
I was thinking about maybe using my phone to film it.
Yeah. How's that camera on that? Burner phone.
I never actually used it before.
A burner phone would be a technological advancement over what you're got there.
Here's get in.
Ahead, and he's in for a touchdown.
And look at that. There's 3 offensive linemen standing with him.
Yep.
3 offensive linemen standing in the end zone with him. That's how they maintain their blocks.
Nice exclamation point for Mount Vernon here.
What a nice way to end here.
Yep, you betcha. And we're going to kick the extra point here with Ben Kroc. 32-14, extra point pending with 2:01 remaining here in the ball game. Low snap. Nice job by Henry Ryan getting that down.
He's done that a couple times this year. He's had a high snap, a low snap. He does a good job getting the ball down.
Sure-handed Henry Ryan, and it's 33-14. Mount Vernon taking complete control here in the second half against a solid defensive team. Bodes well as we start looking at district play. See if I can find a Benton score here. See how the Bobcats are doing tonight. A little tricky using the old. I don't think I have these aren't updated from when I gave them the last time, Ed. So I can't really.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with the old Gazette sometimes.
Yeah.
They try.
Yeah. Hey, that's a lot of scores to have updated. You want to make sure it's accurate. So hey, I get it. Do not have a score. Lisbon at Columbus Community tonight. Do not have a score for Lisbon for you. Monticello at
I'm not sure they have the way to get a score from Columbus Junction up to here.
That's true.
I mean, maybe 2 pork and beans can tied together with a string, but the only way to get information from Columbus Junction.
Pony Express. Yeah, South Tama at Benton tonight. I do not have a score from that one. It is 33-14 here. Mount Vernon taking care of Center Point, a good Center Point Urbana squad. Just not enough offense for the Pointers. 2:01 remaining. Last time was a nice squib kick that was then run another.
He's done a nice job moving the ball around here a little bit.
Another squib kick worked last time, and this time they're going to head straight up the field with it. Probably a better strategy as they're up around the 35-yard line with it. They'll take over. Will CPU 154.
Now you just keep the ball in front of you, tackle it, and we head to district play with a nice bit of momentum.
Yeah, no doubt. Nice 3-1.
Nice way to, he got to put a little pressure on us. Came within 1 score, and we put 2 really good drives in a row. Ball control drives.
Benton leads South Tama 33-0 at halftime. So Benton having their way. That was about an hour ago. So Benton having their way with South Tama here tonight. Here's Warner picking his way forward. Nice yardage there for him as the clock ticks down.
We'll give that up.
Yep. We sure will.
At 18, Leo Appleton.
Nice showing here from Mount Vernon tonight.
Got a few subs in the game here. Clark Younggreen getting a little break, and Pitlick getting a little break.
Zach Hollab out there, an outside linebacker. Slant pattern, incomplete, intended for Nathan Kurt.
Ooh, they turned Clayton Flack loose in there at inside linebacker. Oh, boy. I feel bad for Center Point. Who knows what kind of damage Clayton might do. Guy's a menace.
3rd and 3, ball on the 42.
Good chance to reward some of these kids who work hard.
Absolutely. Gardner in there, who's had a nice game. Pass defense. He's got guys.
Got like 87
all
guys in
over the
motion
place
out here.
And here's Hobble rolling to his left.
Tavian Gorsh is after him.
He's going to take it and run, and driven out of bounds. About the 49. Looks like Appleton driving Hobble out of bounds.
Number 58, Clayton Flack.
Yeah, I think Hobble's probably run at least a 10K tonight, just bringing plays in.
Yeah.
In great shape is Hobble. 1:08 remaining here in the ball game. As Hobble's able to get out of bounds and delay our celebration. And here we go, CPU guys running all over again. And now we got a timeout. Yes, they ran out of time on the play clock.
Timeout, Center Point.
So Mount Vernon will enter district play 3-1, and even in the 1, they hung tough with a Solon team that dismantled Assumption, who early in the preseason I would think most people had favored to win this district. So Mount Vernon and Assumption, that's going to be a fun one coming up in a few weeks.
You know, it's interesting because, you know, DeWitt's been a big surprise. They're 3-0.
Yeah.
I think Benton's 2-1.
Yep.
You know, there's, you know, one of the differences between 2A and 3A is, you know, there's just every 3A team is going to be, they're going to have some good players.
Yep.
They're going to have some good players. You're not going to roll over anybody. So, you know, that's the way it should be. We'll have 5 weekends to put ourselves in a position to make the playoffs. And
that's right. You get to finish first or second in your district, or this will help the old RPI here with this win.
Yeah, I think this would give us a good chance, but I don't think anybody's thinking about third place right now.
No, not at all. I'd be thinking about winning a district title. Here's Howell sprinting out to his right. On the run is, boy, closing in hard. That was Jackson Hurd.
Jackson Hurd and Tavian Gorsh were hot in pursuit.
Yes, they were. Pass complete to Kurt.
Okay.
45 out of bounds, stops the clock.
Kurt was running out, number 12, Zach Collins.
Like a couple of hungry bears after a pork chop there, Jordan Axtell.
Hollab credited with the tackle. 2nd and 5.
Well, they like rolling him out.
Here's Hobble rolling out again. With all that pressure, he overthrows.
He was open, too.
Bryson Cunningham. All the pressure he's been under, I don't think you have to roll him out. I don't think you've got a chance if you ask him to hang in the pocket against the pass rush.
He doesn't. He can't stay there. He's got to get moving because.
3rd and 5, 50 seconds. This has been a really long minute, 58 or so.
Yeah. Well, it's all passes and.
Out of bounds.
We know we're going to go to, unless there's a turnover here, we know we're going to 4th down, which we've done.
Right. 3rd and 5 at the Mount Vernon 45 for CPU. Oh boy, jailbreak. They pick it up, and he gets outside the pocket, and
he's in
there's
trouble.
Jaspers with the big sack, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looked like a jailbreak to start the play. Then he got outside the pocket, and then old Jaspers wraps him up.
Yeah, I think they'll run one more play here. 4th down.
Here's Howell pulling again. Look out, here comes Ryan Nave breathing down his neck. And he's going to get rid of it short. And
there we go.
There'll be 2 seconds remaining here.
Our kind home clock operator tried to run those last 2 seconds off, It was a little bit too
Yeah,
obvious.
who's got the slow finger down there? Ball goes over on downs, and Mount Vernon.
We'll get to it. It's always nice to end the game with running victory formation, though. That's always kind of fun.
Absolutely. Mount Vernon will beat CPU 33-14, one of the more lopsided games against CPU we've seen in the recent past. Mount Vernon moves to 3-1 in non-district play, and we'll head to Benton next week to face the Bobcats.
It's a really good game for us. We controlled the game, and they made a little play, brought it within one score, and we made the 3 possessions in a row. We long drive, touchdown, stop, long drive, touchdown, game over. So that was really nice.
Yep, Mount Vernon really in control of the ball game from beginning to end. When CPU drew closer, they drove right down, got the answering score to take the control of the ball game right back again.
That's as well as our offensive lines played this year. Our offensive line did a really nice job. Really nice job.
Throwing people off the ball.
Gave Owen, plenty of time to throw it and cleaned up his passing lanes, and it's a nice job by our offensive line. That's as well as Clark Younggreen, Tristan Lashley, Jack Drehos, Brad Vislasel, and Adam Deeb. 5 trained killers.
So we will see you next week, next Friday night down at Benton for a big district opener with the Bobcats. It looks like they're winning their game this evening. For Shea Stamp, Jordan Axtell, and Ed Tim, I'm Sean Moore. Thanks for joining us on the Mustang Vision. We will see you next Friday night.
You'll hear us next week.
You'll hear us. That's exactly right. Thanks, Ed. You'll hear us next week. Hear us on Mustang Vision. That sounds weird, but that's exactly what you're going to get. Hearing us on Mustang Vision next week at Benton. Have a great night. Good night, everybody.